If you left your house holding shoulder pads on Friday morning before class and you felt like you just been reborn. If you rode with your buddies to school that day in one big old truck going down the highway, got to school climbed out wearing uniforms. And that pep rally cranking up the drum line, the cheerleaders ain't never looked so fine. And you think, hell, 10 games ain't enough. Volunteers made food before the big game, but we were too nervous and nobody ate. Is it all coming back? Have you felt this way? Then you probably played football. You know how good it feels to see the coin toss on the 50-yard line and the home team take the field. You probably played football. No, you just can't let it go. If they called your number right now, you'd be ready to throw your helmet on. Almost game time, you can't wait to tear them up. It feels like thunder in the stadium. Yeah, man, we played football. If with every year that goes by you ran a faster 40 times than what you said you ran last year, if you give anything to go out for one past the head coach telling you to hit that grass, he's been retired 10 years and still hates my ass. Yeah, then you probably played football. You know how good it feels to see the coin toss on the 50-yard line and the home team take the field. You probably played football. No, you just can't let it go. If they called your number right now, you'd be ready to throw your helmet on. Almost game time, you can't wait to tear them up. Feels like thunder in the stadium. Yeah, man, we played football. If you stood there as the time ran out on an empty field, one knee on the ground, and you couldn't believe that it was over, and the last thing you ever wanted to do was head back inside that locker room, 'cause this is what you love and what you're born to do. And you probably played football. No, you just can't let it go. If they called your number right now, you'd be ready to throw your helmet on. Almost game time, you can't wait to tear them up. Feels like thunder in the stadium. Hell yeah, we played football.
I'll be the last one standing, 2 hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for the battle, I'm a soldier. Yeah, I'm a fighter like Rocky. Put your flag on your back like Ali. Yeah, I'm the greatest, I'm stronger. Bet my dues, can't lose, I'm my own, yeah. Hey, I've been working my whole life, and now it's do or die.
for the courage I possess through the drama. H is for the hurt, but it's all for the honor. A is for my attitude, working through the patience. Money comes and goes, so the M is for motivation. Gotta stay consistent, the P is to persevere. The I is for integrity, innovative career. The O is optimistic, open and never shut. And the N is necessary, cause I'm never giving up. See, they asked me how I did it, I just did it from the heart. Crushing the competition, been doing it from the start. They say that every champion is all about his principles. Carry.
I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You're gonna know my name. You can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this. Yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion.
Yeah. Surpassed all rivals. It's all about who wants it the most. Fight for what we believe in. That's what champions are made of.
It's a cool fall morning on a Saturday. There's buzzing in the air. Boys got a home game. The whole city's gonna be there. And Kenny starts to fill up with the hometown crowd. The speaker plays Back in Black and the boys swarm out. But our biggest fans are up above, yeah, looking over our shoulders, sitting, waiting patiently for the end of the first quarter. When we wave to the kids that cannot play, put a big smile on their face every football Saturday. Yeah, we wave to help those kids let go, give the parents a little hope, bring those kids back home. When we wave.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ferris Field here in Belmont, Iowa. We're set for a big Week 7 matchup between the Belmond-Klemme Broncos and the Sioux Central Rebels. I'm Kyle Wilkinson alongside my partner in the booth, Dylan Block. Dylan, it's another crisp fall Friday night, perfect for football weather.
Absolutely, Kyle. You can feel the energy around the field tonight. Both teams sitting at 3-3 in the year, and this is a pivotal game as we enter this stretch of the regular season. Again, playoff momentum's on the line, and both sides know it.
Dylan, let's start with the hometown Broncos here. They've been rolling offensively through the air this season, averaging over 220 yards passing per game behind junior quarterback Brody Hefner. He's been efficient, 61% completion rate, over 1,200 yards and 15 touchdowns.
Yeah, what really stands out about Hefner is his composure. He spreads the ball around. Braden Doherty leads the way with 565 yards and 6 scores. But Kaiser Lim and Jackson Johans are both dangerous weapons too. BK's spread offense gives them balance with just enough ground game, nearly 800 yards of the team, to keep the defense honest.
On the other sideline, Dylan, Sioux Central brings a very different look. They'll be in the hurry-up wing T offense, a run-heavy, misdirection-based system that's produced over 1,500 yards, rushing yards this year. They've only passed for 173 total yards all season. So, Dylan, we know what's coming, but can we stop it is another story.
Yeah, that's right. Michael Buechner has been their workhorse, nearly 500 yards and 8 touchdowns in the season. Quarterback Owen Mills is also a dual threat with 249 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns himself, plus the occasional big pass downfield to keep the defense guessing. They like to wear down teams with tempo and physicality.
Defensively, the Broncos will be tested tonight in the trenches. That front line, anchored by Braden Hartema and Juan Medina, is going to need to stay disciplined against all the motion and misdirection that Sioux Central throws at you.
And for Sioux Central, the challenge will be defending the pass. Their secondary hasn't faced many spread-style attacks this year, and Belmond-Klemme has shown they can score in a hurry. If Hefner gets time in the pocket, it could be a long night for the Rebel defense.
Both teams coming in, scoring in the 20s and 30s on average. The Broncos at 33.5 points a game. The Rebels at 21.5 points a game. So the numbers say the Broncos have the offensive edge, but as we know, matchups make games, and this is a contrast in styles. It's the Broncos spread versus the Rebels wing T, speed versus physicality, as you said, Dylan.
I couldn't say it better myself. If Belmond-Klemme get out early and force Sioux Central to play from behind and throw the ball, it tilts heavily in the Broncos' favor. But if the Rebels can control the clock and win up front, we could have ourselves a grinder here at Ferris Field.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. The sun's setting, the lights are on, and kickoff is just moments away, Dylan. Stay with us as we bring you all the action from Ferris Field here in Belmont. It's the Broncos and the Rebels coming up next.
Financial planning can help keep your personal goals on track. But for some of us, a financial plan looks more like this. It includes building a legacy for your loved ones, college savings for your little ones. Maybe you're passionate about giving back to your community, or you want to pay it forward to causes you care about. At Thrivent, our business is helping guide your finances, but our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more.
See Josh Fauborg, Brian Kapka, or Michael Jennison in Belmont today. 641-444-3214.
All right, welcome back, Bronco fans, to Ferris Field here, everyone. We're just about set for kickoff between the Belmond-Klemme Broncos and the Sioux Central Rebels. Before we get things started, let's meet tonight's starters for the hometown Broncos.
Yeah, let's kick off on the defensive starters, the group that's looking to set the tone earlier tonight for BK. Up front on the defensive line, a defensive tackle is Braden Hartema and Juan Medina. On the edges, defensive ends are new star Luigi Vara and Max Swisher. Linebacking core tonight, Jackson Johans, Ruben Guido, Jaime Stephenson, and Liam Fournier. A versatile group that flies to the football. In the secondary at cornerback, Braden Doherty, a new corner starter this week, Blaze Paulson sliding in from the safety spot. And holding down is our deep safety, Brody Hefner, looking to see him roll in the box a little more tonight.
And that's a defense that's been physical and opportunistic all season long, Dylan. They'll look to slow down that fast-paced wing T attack from the Sioux Central Rebels tonight. Now let's switch sides and take a look at the offensive starters for the Broncos.
The offensive line is where it all starts. At center, Parker Doherty. At guard, Carvey Buchanan and Christian Berry. And on the tackles is Max Swisher and Zach Hansen. At tight end, you'll see Jackson Johans, a key blocker and reliable target in the passing game. In the backfield, Jaime Stephenson gets the start tonight. And leading the offense at quarterback is junior Brody Hefner. At wideout, it's a talented trio of receivers, Griffin Paulson, Braden Doherty, and Kyson Lamb. A group with speed, strong hands that can stretch the field.
There's your starting lineup, folks, for the Broncos. A balanced offensive unit with plenty of playmakers and defense ready to bring pressure from every level. Now let's turn towards the national anthem, and we'll be back for kickoff here in a moment. All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here as the Broncos get their huddle ready and head to the sideline. The Rebels already at the sideline right now. Again, both teams coming in at 3-3 tonight. Pivotal non-district matchup. It's actually, I believe, without going back too far, this might be the first time we've ever played the Sioux Central Rebels on the football field. I was talking to Mr. Justin Meyer here, and he believes the basketball teams might have played here and there in the past, but I believe this is the first time on the gridiron that we've played them in a football game, Dylan.
Yeah, and again, it's going to be such a fun matchup. As we talked about a little in the pregame, this is really a clash of styles. Broncos have been really a prolific spread offense all season and have kind of been able to get whatever they want the last couple weeks, putting up, I believe, 32 last week in the loss. And, again, playing that contrasting style, one of the more interesting offenses you don't see very often, running the very new school wing tee with everything being a high tempo, snap within a couple of counts to get into the line.
Yeah, Dylan, and we got the captains heading out to the field. We got a few new ones here out this week. We got Griffin Paulson, Juan Medina, Zach Hansen, and Christian Berry, all 4 seniors out there. And let's see here. It looks like, let's see, the Broncos
won the toss and elected to receive.
Yep, just like usual. They won the toss and are going to take the ball and look at the first scoring opportunity for the Broncos here in a second. Again, beautiful field out there tonight. Thanks to Corey Hefner, Scott Meyer, and Eric Doherty and his family who prepped this football field. And, again, just another beautiful night. Dylan, we've lucked out now. I think we're 17 weeks in the last 2 years now, and we have not had a bad game yet, Dylan.
Yeah, exactly. It's been beautiful weather, and, again, all you can ask is the Broncos wearing their Kelly Greens tonight with the navy blue pants. It's going to end up going right to left. And
yeah, a nice alternative uniform here, alternate uniform there, as the gridiron game beforehand was with the light blues, and now we got the Klemme green in here. And going to be a great night for football, Dylan. Like I said, beautiful fall. Finally a fall Friday night. Beautiful weather as Sioux Central gets lined up to kick. We'll see the Bronco kick return team here in just a second.
Yeah, a couple notable injuries as we're kind of waiting for guys to come out. Saul Duran is officially dressed tonight. Has that club on his left hand with dealing with the broken thumb. And again, no Braden Wright tonight, so we're going to see a couple different returns. It looks like Braden Doherty's back there with Jaime Stephenson as Blaze Paulson's the up man.
Braden Doherty, a new returner back there for the first time this year. Jaime Stephenson, and like you said, Dylan, Blaze Paulson as the up back. Let's see here who the Rebels have. Red numbers on white jerseys. A little hard to read from up here, but we'll do our best. It looks like it's some number 58, maybe Case Glover is set to kick off for the Rebels. And he gets it back to Stephenson, returns it on the 10.
He's got some space.
And yeah, he's got some space again. He's gonna go again. He might get his second return. Let's see here. Oh, he is chased down as Braden Doherty playing the smart move, throwing his hands up, making sure he doesn't get any penalties on a block in the back. But Jaime Stephenson setting up the Bronco offense in phenomenal territory here with just 20 yards to go before a score.
Yeah, again, just with the doctor order, Jaime 2 games in a row now. First time he gets the kickoff, catches it clean, and is able to burst to the middle for almost an 80-yard return there.
Yeah, I think 70 yards is what it officially should go down as, Dylan. And here's the Bronco offense setting up in that slot receiver role. Griffin Paulson, Jaime Stephenson as the running back for the Broncos. And it's going to be an option, but Hefner's going to keep it himself. Go into the trenches where a whole bunch of Rebels are sitting and going to make a stop. It's going to be a minimal gain here of about 3 yards, I'd say, maybe 2. Oh, chain game's going back a yard, so about 2 yards on the carry there for Hefner. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, one of those, if you wonder, Hefner should have pitched that. I think they had the corner if he could have gotten out there, but Hefner being safe kind of had an almost disaster last week on that pitch. So first one being safe, get some positive yards, and keep that chain moving.
Here we go, motion by Paulson, and Hefner's going to look for a quick pass. It's a quick hitch to Doherty, complete. Not a first down yet, but Doherty was brought down right away. Let's see, it's got to be close to the sticks, I'd say, Dylan, so it should be 3rd and short. Nope, just about another 3 or 4 yard pass. So it's going to be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, I would say.
Yeah, just getting those guys involved. Brody getting the first touch, Doherty being the second touch, who's having such a great season. And Coach Faubourg kind of setting that pass game up early, taking those quick routes and not just going for the home run shot right away.
And there we go. It's going to be a carry by Hefner off the quarterback power. And he's brought down by number 25. It's going to be Sawyer Hollison for the Rebels, and that's going to be enough for a first down. That'll put the Broncos in 1st and goal.
Yeah, Broncos already in, looks like inside the 10 to maybe the 8-yard line. Again, great start with the Bronco offense. And so far we've seen 2 plays go to Hefner and 1 go to Doherty. We'll see if we get Lamb a look here.
Motion by Paulson. It's going to fake the jet sweep. Try a slant for Lamb, and it's going to fall incomplete. Good defense by the Rebels there, knocking it out before it gets to Lamb's hands.
Yeah, again, a great decision there. The slant was there, but just a great play for the corner, reaching around and able to poke that ball down.
And here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 8 on the 8. So 8 yards to go here for the Broncos. 2nd and goal.
Again, looking to see most likely going Hefner's way here. If not, Stephenson in the backfield hasn't got a touch yet.
There we go. Griffin Paulson in that slot roll. It is going to be another option. He is going to get it out to Stephenson. Stephenson finds a little room, breaks 1 tackle, but is brought down at around the 5-yard line. So going to be about 3rd and with 5 to go before we get to that end zone.
Yeah, again, 4 down territory cleared inside the 5-yard line. And again, Coach Faubourg's got 2 good play calls here to hopefully only need 1.
All right. Broncos getting the call here as they're going to stay in that slot receiver formation. Motion by Paulson. Fake hands off. Going to go to a fade route for Lamb. Lamb goes up over top for the touchdown.
Easy throw, easy catch. Great job by Kyson. Kind of just sitting behind, just out jumping the kid.
Yep, just mossed him. And was in for the score. As we have the fireworks back here at Ferris Field again, thanks to 4G, the firework providers around the Belmond area and for the 4th of July, shooting off the firework. Let's see here. We've got Ben Jeffers in for the extra point.
Yeah, one thing I know Coach has talked about is kind of getting Doherty off the field, let him get a little more rest than he's seen in the past.
The freshman. Oh, and it's blocked, unfortunately. And that's a shame for the freshman out there. I know he's kicked. He was 1 for 1 coming into tonight, but then got a little injured, had to work his way back, and on his first attempt again, it was blocked. So the score will remain 6-0 in favor of the Broncos. And we will take a break and hear a word from our friends at Thrivent Financial.
Financial planning can help keep your personal goals on track. But for some of us, a financial plan looks more like this. It includes building a legacy for your loved ones, college savings for your little ones. Maybe you're passionate about giving back to your community, or you want to pay it forward to causes you care about. At Thrivent, our business is helping guide your finances, but our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more.
See Josh Faubourg, Brian Kapka, or Michael Jennison in Belmond today. 641-444-3214.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, after that score from Hefner to Lamb for 5 yards. Nice going over the top was Kyson Lamb scoring. That's got to be his 2nd or 3rd of the year. As Braden Doherty gets set to kick off, and it's deep.
Almost spirals there.
Yep.
It's a beautiful roll. Unfortunately, rolls out about the 5.
It's going to go out of bounds, so the Rebels should get the ball at about the 35, I believe.
And we'll see if they elect to make him re-kick, though, because we saw last week, I believe, West Fork.
We elected to
re-kick on West Fork's out-of-bounds kick. Yep. Unfortunately, didn't work out for us, but we'll see. It looks like Sioux Central just wants to get on the field.
Yep, they're going to get it on should be the 35. 1st and 10. And like we said in the pregame, Dylan, they huddle up and they hurry to the ball and snap it. Between the huddle and snapping it, it's about 3 seconds, if that. So our defense has got to be ready to go at all times and got to be set. If they catch you off guard, it's not going to be pretty for the Broncos.
Yeah, and as we kind of mentioned, again, this Bronco defense giving a completely different look, putting all 10 or all 11 guys in the box.
Yep. Oh, nice job by Juan Medina there, bringing down the running back for
maybe a gain of 3 if they maybe give him 4.
That's going to be Butner, their workhorse, with the carry. But Juan Medina gets through that line, brings them down. Unfortunately, it is still a gain of about 4 yards there for the Rebels. But nice to see some aggressiveness from Medina, who was playing on the near side D tackle. So 2nd and 6 for the Rebels as they hurry up again.
Yeah, they're really running basically 3 defensive tackles there.
Quarterback keeper around the edge. As he does get the edge, he's going to get a 1st down and then some, as Hefner's able to push him out of bounds after midfield about the opposing 42-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a Rebel 1st down there.
Yeah, it looks like that spot is where the ref's standing is just about the 41. Again, or correction, I'm looking the other direction, about the 44-yard line.
And here we go, yeah, at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10 Rebels here.
Now, this Bronco defense needs to be disciplined off the edge. Again, keep that contained. Don't let those guys get outside.
Broncos have a 5-3 look to them, and it's going to be a fullback dive, and he's going to be brought down by a host of Broncos. Braden Doherty in there, Brody Hefner, Swisher in there as well, Luigi Vara. The common names we say in there are in on the Broncos. It was a gain of 5, 2nd and 5 for the Rebels here. As, like I said, Broncos haven't seen this type of offense lately. The wing T we've seen, but the hurry-up offense, I'd say, Dylan, is something we haven't seen in a while.
And the big question is, can we stop that dive tonight?
Yep, and it is a handoff to Buettner, and he's going to gain another 1st down before being brought down by a couple Broncos. Again, I think that's Hefner in on the tackle as well, and Paulson as well. Blaze Paulson starting over at cornerback, moving over from the strong safety as the Broncos are going into a 5-3 look with a cover 3 look as well in the defensive backfield.
Again, Broncos basically putting all 11 guys in the box outside of maybe the one corner that goes out with the receiver, but again, this team's 93% run. They have their identity, know what they like to do, and
yeah, it is I should go back. It is a 4-4 look, but we have Jackson Johans dropping down to a specific strong side, and it is another handoff to Buettner and brought down again. It looks like by Liam Fournier there.
I believe Hardem was in on that as well on the far side.
And that's going to be another gain of, I would say,
about 6 probably. Kind of a weird angle here, but
yeah, it looks like 2nd and 5. I would say 2nd and 6 maybe for the Rebels after that run.
Yeah, Sioux Central looks to line up again, get to the line quick, and
here we go. It's going to be a quarterback keeper as Swisher isn't fooled but has to chase him down. It will be a Rebel 1st down. Swisher on the solo tackle there on the quarterback, and that quarterback's going to be Owen Mills for the Rebels.
Yeah, we've seen 2 really plays out of this Rebel team so far. It's been that fullback trap and that QB keeper coming around the edge, that boot. So, again, Bronco ends have to stay disciplined and keep that edge contained, not let him get around the corner because, again, Owen Mills is an athlete just as good as the running back.
Sioux Central, just like West Hancock, they find something that works and they stick with it. They're going to run it at you 30 times. So, again, there's a carry by a new back this time. He does gain quite a few yards. That's going to be Max Whitmack for the carry for the Rebels, and that is going to be another gain of right around 5 yards. So, again, if they keep getting 5 yards every carry, they're going to march it down the field, Dylan, just like they are.
Yeah, again, the Broncos need to get some penetration here, see if they can meet it on that handoff. Again, defensive tackle staying disciplined, bringing the fullback down every play, and again, everyone doing their job, taking away that wing T's effectiveness.
And here we go, Dylan. So 2nd and 5 for the Rebels as they hustle up. They even shift linemen, Dylan. That's pretty fun to watch, actually.
Yeah, it's, again, an offense you don't really see.
And it's going to be a misdirection handoff this time, going the other way. And the Broncos were able to bring them down. Juan Medina, Jackson Johans, Jaime Stephenson all in on that tackle.
Yeah, looking about a 3rd and 2 here. Broncos have a chance to get a stop because Sioux Central, a team who would be surprised if they didn't go for it, but have kicked numerous field goals in the season. They have a very talented field goal kicker.
Yeah, that's their least amount they've gotten on a run so far, 2 yards. That was by Whitmack again on the carry. So 3rd and 2 here for the Rebels. Ball is on the 5-yard line. And it's going to be a handoff to Whitmack again, and he's going to bounce off one tackle, but be brought down by a host of Broncos.
It should be enough for a Rebel 1st down, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Stephenson in on that tackle along with a few others. I would say Paulson in there, maybe Swisher.
However, good enough for a Rebel 1st down, 1st and goal.
And Broncos looking to get a stop here. Now inside the 5, looks to be, as the ref stands, about the 2.5, 3-yard line. Again, Sioux Central kind of playing with the clock. Is slow out of the huddle, quick to the line.
Yeah, about 8 seconds left on the clock. 1st and goal here. And they go ahead, and he's going to walk it in. I believe that's going to be Whitmack. Yep, Whitmack walks it in for the score for the Rebels. And that's going to tie up the score 6-6 apiece with just under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And they're going to line up in a swinging gate formation here is the Rebels. I would assume it's going to be like the Hawkeyes used to do where they'll shift over and, yep, there we go.
Yeah, it's just to see if they can get numbers. And, again, this is actually a very good kicker. He's 11-16 on the season.
Yep. And
make that 12-17.
Kicking it for him is 25, Sawyer Hollison. And, yeah, during pregame he was making it from 40 yards out, Dylan. So it'll be interesting to see if they ever go for a field goal. But with that score, the Rebels are going to take a 1-point lead, 7-6 over the Broncos. And with that, we will take a sponsor break now and get a message from Crop Builders LLC and Channel Seed, supporting local growers with trusted expertise.
At the heart of the new and enhanced Channel Seed are the relationships we build with our farmers. You'll experience expert guidance on your farm through year-round customized service provided by your local Channel Seed Pro. In Goodell and Kanawha, talk with Tom Burke of Crop Builder LLC. He has over 5 decades of experience and is now offering Channel Seeds and Bayer Chemistry. Call 641-512-8131 and go Broncos from Tom Burke, your Channel Seeds dealer in Goodell, Belmond-Klemme, and surrounding areas.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here as the Bronco kick return team is out there. It's going to be the same. Stephenson, Doherty, and Paulson back there to receive. It will be, is that a yeah, it's a different kicker there for the Rebels.
Yeah, low line drive right at the up back.
And Broncos lucky enough to recover it there as almost an onside kick. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Like I said, they threw out a different kicker. That was Ben Ziesler for the Rebels. And the Broncos will get excellent field advantage starting on about the 45.
Yeah, you'd imagine, again, with that new kicker in, he's probably going to do that same thing. He really blasted right off the front of, I couldn't quite see which number was on that far side, but luckily to knock it down and fall on top of it, and Broncos still get great field position at the 45.
Yeah, great job by whoever that is. That's usually offensive lineman, so a great heads up by the Broncos there to be ready for it as Hefner gets ready. The H-back formation now is in there, and it is a handoff to Stephenson for his first carry of the night, and that's going to go nowhere, unfortunately, as he's met right at the line of scrimmage by several Rebels, and that's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Broncos.
Again, tough job there by Hyman, not a whole lot run with. Getting a great job by the Rebels. They're getting penetration early.
And here we go. Broncos come out now in the slot receiver role. Griffin Paulson, the senior. As Hefner looks for a quick pass, rolls out to the right, fires over the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete, be over Griffin Paulson's head. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Broncos.
Yeah, Hefner throwing triple coverage there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to go as Sioux Central kind of dropped into almost a max cover on that play.
Yeah, he sailed it a little bit. Paulson was open if he was to hit him in the chest, but unfortunately, a little taller than the, what is Paulson now?
He's probably about 5'10".
5'10" now. So he's come a long ways in 4 years here as Paulson, great true leader out there for the Broncos. He'll be missed after this senior season. As 3rd and 10 for the Broncos here. He goes in motion. Hefner takes a snap, quick rocket pass to Doherty, and it falls incomplete, as unfortunately just looking a little bit ahead, trying to get a lay of the field before he was able to bring it in. That'll be 4th and 10 for the Broncos, and I'm guessing we'll see the punt team, Dylan.
Yeah, as we see kind of massed up, you'd imagine it's for the punt team, and as Doherty drops back, it is.
And here we go, Braden Doherty, the punter for the Broncos. And back deep, it's going to be number 9 and 7 for the Rebels. That's going to be Owen Mills and Remington McGregor, I believe, is over there.
Not many teams you see your quarterback back as your punt returner.
And Doherty gets this off cleanly.
Beautiful spiral. Going to kick a high bounce.
And let's see if he can get the bounce here. It bounces laterally, so the Broncos do down it. It's going to be down to right around the 21-yard line for the Rebels to start 1st and 10.
Yeah, great punt by Doherty again there. Ball spinning in the air, and again, Rebels starting back again, this time at the 20, just past the 20, maybe call it 21. And again, Broncos looking to get a stop on this, again, wing T, which, again, now 2 weeks in a row they have not stopped.
Yeah, last drive, Dylan, Rebels averaging about 5 yards carry here, so we'll see if the Broncos can improve their rush defense and see if we can't get a stop and force the Rebels to punt as well.
Now, Rebels, you're going to see the center line run to the line of scrimmage here for those that missed that first drive, and then this offensive line is going to kind of snake out. develop a quick, strong side for the Broncos.
And it is a flip out to Whitmack. And the Broncos aren't fooled. Who was that? That was Liam Fournier who rushed up on that, but he was able to avoid that tackle and was driven out of bounds by Swisher and Paulson over there.
Yeah, again, that was the Broncos' struggles last week. Again, they had a lot of contact with the Warhawks in the backfield. Unfortunately, weren't able to finish tackles. And again, unfortunately, that trend's kind of going on tonight as we've had 2 now missed tackles off the edge.
Yeah, so it's going to be, that was a 3-yard gain, Dylan, so about 2nd and 7 here for the for the Rebels, as we're in non-district play here tonight, and it's going to be a handoff, and Johans in on the tackle for the Broncos. I think that's going to be Butner on the carry, and it is. So let's see here. He gained not enough for a first down, but it is going to be third and short.
Very short one.
Yeah, 3rd and 1 here for the Rebels.
Again, don't be surprised to see quarterback pull this one here, knowing they probably will go for it on 4th down with how they're running the ball and they take a shot to the outside.
They run a few powers, and then all of a sudden the quarterback's been pulling it. So he is their 3rd man behind Butner and Whitmack there in carries. So, and they are going to hand it off to Butner again, brought down by a host of Broncos, but it is going to be a first down for the Rebels as they are brought down by Medina and let's see here, Ruben Guido in on the tackle as well for the Broncos.
Yes, running this really old school Delaware wing tee with the new kind of Gus Malzahn or Auburn twist to it with that hurry up 2-minute pace. And again, right now they're following that West Hancock, all the wing tee teams we've seen, that 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And again, understanding this clock is their friend at this point now with the lead, and we'll see the Broncos get off the field here and get a stop.
And here we go, 1st and 10. It is going to be a quarterback keeper around the edge, and he's able to get the edge and a first down as Hefner drives him out of bounds about 15 yards downfield. Again, Broncos stacking up in the box. They're going to fall for that quarterback keeper, and unfortunately that's happened every time, Dylan.
Yeah, that comes down to those defensive ends and outside linebackers have to set that edge better. They can't rush upfield. They got to maintain their responsibility. You beat the wing tee by being disciplined, and again, this Broncos can do it. They have the athletes to do it. It just comes down to executing.
Yep, 1st and 10 Rebels. Hand off to Butner again and brought down by, let's see here, Johans, Swisher, and Fournier as Butner's able to carry it for about 4. So it will be 2nd and 6, 2nd and a long 5 here. It'll be on the 45-yard line as Wyatt Boozman makes his first appearance in there at cornerback for the Broncos.
Yeah, in this game so far, that opposite corner has been a pseudo linebacker. All about these outside guys. They can set this edge. These defensive tackles are doing a good job in contact. It is a reverse.
It is a reverse there, and the Broncos, someone was ready for it over there, as I believe it was Boozman in on the tackle. That was by number 18, Chase Houghton, for the Rebels. It will be a first down, but it looks like, I believe, Boozman making a touchdown-saving tackle over there for the Broncos.
Yeah, this Rebel offense has really, again, challenged this Bronco defense. This is something they've not seen, and actually it's a great preparing game for a game that actually does matter next week against West Hancock.
Yeah, it will be our district finale to next week against the West Hancock Eagles. They are facing the West Fork Warhawks tonight.
Yeah, and as we kind of updated last week, as they get a run right at the middle for another about 5 or 6, as Broncos are district bound for the first time since 2018-19 on a game that actually can qualify for districts, getting made in COVID, but so did everyone else. So, again, first time since 18-19 they've actually qualified for a district game, so big news for the Bronco football team.
Yeah, Butner carries it there for about 6 yards. Be 2nd and 4 for the Rebels. He was brought down by Medina on that last tackle. And
it's going
to be a throw this time by the Rebels. It falls incomplete.
And we have Rebel down, it appears, as he's kind of hunched over.
Rebel slow to get up there as he limps back to the huddle. He's going to check out okay, it seems. And it's going to be 3rd and 4 now for the Rebels. Rare pass by the Rebels itself. Kind of showed why they barely ever pass it, Dylan. That was pretty ugly.
Exactly. I believe they have 37 total attempts on the year over the 6 games they played. So, again, only about 6 attempts a game. So it's something the Broncos have to be honest about. But, again, this is a run-first team through and through.
And here we go. Butner with the carry for the Broncos. He's going to be stood up.
And able to push forward. It looks like that second effort got him the first down.
Yeah, kind of a Bronco. Luigi Vara came in from behind and unfortunately surged the runner forward there in on the tackle. It will be a first down for the Rebels.
Again, big thing with the Broncos here is they've been so good this year getting takeaways in the passing game, but unfortunately this is a game where that's not going to happen. So you almost got to think, are they going to start ball hunting, see if they can force some fumbles on this running game, especially as he fights for extra yards? Can they punch one out?
Here we go, 1st and 10. It is a handoff to Whitmack this
Great
time.
blitz by Jaime, but unfortunately not able to bring him down. He's able to run through men down to the goal line, down to about the 10.
Yeah, being brought down by Hefner, Hardema, Fournier, Boozman, and Doherty there. Yeah, but yeah, like you said, it was great blitz by the Broncos. Just unfortunately, Stephenson unable to hold on. So that'll bring up 1st and goal for the Rebels on the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Jaime timed it perfect. Unfortunately, was able to just get a hand on him, and Buettner being such a strong running back, not able to go down with just an arm tackle.
Yeah, we'll see if we go to the end of the first quarter here. 10 seconds to go. They are going to go up to the ball. They can make it. They will hurry. So, and it is going to be a handoff to quarterback keeper actually around the corner, and he walks in untouched for the Rebels as the quarter ends. That's going to be a score for the Sioux Central Rebels. Again, going up 13-6 over the Broncos after that quarterback run by Mills. They will go for the extra point. I believe they do line up in that swinging gate again. Ran by Hollison, the kicker. And there's the shift. We'll get the field goal kick.
High snap, able to get it down, up,
Yep.
Beautiful back end over end
and
kick.
it is good, so that'll bring the score, the Rebels 14, the Broncos 6. And with going to the end of the first quarter, we'll be right back here for the start of the second as we step aside for a quick word from Clayton County Recycling, reminding us all to do our part for a cleaner tomorrow.
Clayton County Recycling of Belmond and Kensett. Turn unwanted items into cash. Clayton County Recycling will buy scrap iron and metals, car bodies, industrial scrap, heavy equipment, farm machinery, aluminum, and copper. On-site pickup and dumpster service available too. Clayton County Recycling of Belmond and Kensett, serving communities in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Clayton County Recycling online at ccrrecycling.com.
Greenbelt Bank and Trust in Belmont has the financial products and services to satisfy your personal and business needs. With electronic banking, checking and savings accounts, as well as loans, insurance, and trust services, count on Central Iowa's premier bank, Greenbelt Bank and Trust in Belmont, and go Broncos.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans here. Start of the second quarter, Broncos down 14-6 as the Rebels look to kick off. And it's going to be that 42 from the Rebels again, Ziesler. And last time we saw that, he kicked her right off our front man.
Looks like maybe Zach Hansen was that front guy got off last time.
So we'll see. As Stephenson burned them the first time, they must have switched up kickers and are going to go with a different approach here.
Yeah, looking how the ball's laid in the tee, looks like there's going to be another line drive kick.
Yeah, nice little, yep, it is going to be another one. And Swisher falls on it this time, but comes out and he regains control of it, though, thank goodness, for the Broncos. It is going to be about the 38-yard line. Another great offensive start, offensive position there for the Broncos to start with, 1st and 10.
Yeah, again, last drive not really going as Broncos planned. 2 failed runs and, unfortunately, a dropped pass from Doherty. So, again, we'll see what Coach Fauborg has drawn up here, see if they can get a little momentum back on their side.
Yeah, see if we can't get back to how we marched down the field there on that first drive. I guess we only did go 20 yards here after that 80-yard return by Stephenson. Here we go, 1st and 10. Hefner takes the snap, looks to pass. Doherty's got a beat on his man, but it's intercepted, unfortunately, by the Rebels. And it's going to be 1st and 10, a turnover, a rare interception thrown by Brody Hefner. As looking for Doherty, Doherty had his man beat, but it was a diving catch by number 17, Remington McGregor, for the Rebels.
Yeah, it didn't look like Hefner was able to get as much on that as he wanted. Kind of left it short. And, again, really the first time this season we've really seen Brody underthrow a pass. He's been pretty consistent about hitting him on the money or even going a little long and safe. As the Rebels now take back over on offense, interesting now going right to left if anything changes from this Bronco defense.
Yeah, Rebels now have great field advantage as well, being on the 41-yard line. as they hurry up to the line. And it is going to be a handoff to Whitmack there as he runs over a Bronco or two and is finally brought down after about a 6 or 7 yard gain. Brought down by Doherty, Johans, and Medina, it looks like, for the Broncos.
Yeah, about a 6 yard gain. Broncos defense again now into a second down, second and short, second about 4. So again, see if they can get some more penetration at linebacker. They actually had some pretty good success on the blitz from the last drive. Unfortunately, just not able to bring him down the backfield. Again, these Bronco ends need to make sure they stay disciplined. They've now been fooled multiple times at QB keeper.
And here we go, another pass by the Rebels.
One-on-one
this
with
one
Hefner.
goes deep, and Hefner's able to bring it in. Oh!
Dropped it, unfortunately.
Hefner usually sure-handed over there. Kind of the official got in the mix there, even as Hefner looked to bring it in and lost it as he went to the ground, so it is going to fall incomplete. Hefner trying to get one back there for his team on the turnover there, but it does fall incomplete. It is going to be 3rd and 4 for the Rebels now.
Yeah, big missed opportunity there for the Broncos to get that ball right back and honestly steal some momentum in this game, making again, uncharacteristic deep pass from the
and Whitmack now with the carry for the Rebels is going to pick up the first down. I'm not sure. Looking at the scouting report, Dylan, I'm not sure I'd pass it against the Bronco defense. They have in Class A, second in Class A with 11 interceptions on the season are the Broncos. So, again, great job at defending the pass are the Broncos. So, and Hefner showed it right there, just unfortunately unable to bring it in as the Rebels pick up the first down on that last carry by Whitmack. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper around the edge again. And he picks up another Rebel first down before being driven out of bounds by Johans, I believe.
Yeah, as we see the Broncos still rotating as Mark Wambalasso is on the field there. It is his birthday today, so again, wishing a big happy birthday to Mark as he's still out there as Juan checks off now for Luigi.
Yep, I was just going to bring up, hopefully we're getting in some defensive line substitutions as, it's got to be rough out there in the trenches as Whitmack gets the carry again. He's going to fall forward before being taken down.
And we got some pushing, shoving, and a flag throw. Yeah. Refs trying to clean this up right away.
Going to have a late flag, I'd assume. I saw a Bronco pushing. You never know what else was happening, so we'll see and wait for the official call before we say anything.
Yeah, it looked like just some late pushing, shoving on both sides, and again, opposite side of the field, was able to see who extinguished it, and it was on. They're calling offsets. Just kind of clean this up quick.
Yep, it's going to be personal fouls on both teams, so it will be offsetting, and we'll go ahead and play the down here. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Broncos, 2nd and 6 for the Rebels. Not sure on the numbers there, but doesn't really matter. So, going to be offsetting personal fouls, and we will start at 2nd and 6 for the Rebels.
I like that call by the officials. They're kind of setting the tone of they're not going to take any of that late stuff and also not punish any team from it.
Yeah, and here we go. Going to be another carry, another flag.
I don't know.
Carry was by Whitmack for the Rebels.
Where it came out could either been a hold on that area, and looks like they're signaling a holding.
Yeah, hold or, yeah.
I believe it'll be a holding on the defense.
Not quite sure.
Not sure if Bronco held on the lineman trying to get to a block and just grabbed on, or not entirely sure what happened there.
Either way, yeah, usually you see that in the defensive backfield, holding a receiver, but they're going to call a holding on the Broncos, and that's going to move the Rebels up another 10 yards and give them a first down.
Yeah, my only thought where that comes out is I wonder if one of the Broncos grabbed onto the playing guard and just didn't let him loose. A weird call on Bronco defense, not really catching any breaks right now as the refs are trying to get this game cleaned right back up with a lot of these late pushing.
And here we go. Going to be another carry by, let's see here, Whitmack. And he was tripped up. Looks
by
like
Johans,
he was,
I believe.
Yeah, brought down by.
Or is it? No, Fournier was on the tackle. 22. Yeah. Again, 22-23, hard to see. On that opposite side of the field from us.
4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
Again, Bronco defense now again is the Rebels now into the red zone again. Broncos need to find an answer right now for this rushing game.
Yeah, here we go. 2nd and 6 for the Rebels as they're going to hurry up to the line here. And another handoff to Whitmack. as he's able to find room between the tackles.
All the way down to inside the 10 now, maybe down to about the 6-yard line. Looks like where he's spotting this.
Brought down by Doherty there before they were able to get in the end zone, so it will be 1st and goal for the Rebels on the 6-yard line.
In this Bronco front really is not getting much of a push. They're getting driven back almost every play, right back to the fullback dive.
Fullback dive, and the Broncos able to stop that. I believe that's Luigi Vara, getting up off the pile.
76, Vara.
Vara getting off the bottom of the pile there for the Broncos, making the stop along with Ruben Guido.
And looking at 2nd and goal inside the 5 now.
All right, so Rebels on the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal here. They hurry up. It's going to be a handoff to Whitmack, I believe, and again, he's going to walk it in the end zone, untouched by the Broncos for a 3-yard score for the Rebels. That's going to bring the score 20-6. Rebels over the Broncos right now, 8:33 to go in the half.
Yeah, again, another 3 yards for Whitmack. In this Bronco front four, even when they seem like they make a positive play, it's 3 yards down the line. This Rebel offensive line is getting just an impressive push every single play.
And here we go, shifting over from that swinging gate. Hollison the kick. It is up and looks pretty good. It is, so that is going to improve the score 21-6. Rebels over the Broncos right now. And let's check in with our friends at Com1, keeping you connected at home, at work, and on the go.
Bronco fans, score big with fast fiber from Com1, the local one. Our fast fiber internet will let you stream your Broncos when you can't make it to the game. Find out more online at com1net.net today. Good luck to our Belmond-Klemme Broncos from Com1, the local one, serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with friendly, fast fiber you can count on. See us at com1net.net today.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans. Unfortunately, Rebels up 21-6 over the Broncos right now after that 3-yard score by Whitmack. And they are getting ready to kick off, as we're going to see that same kicker, Ziesler, looking for a squib kick on the Broncos, as not letting Stephenson or Doherty touch the ball back deep, as they've put their offense in great position so far. And hopefully we'll see here.
Yeah, one thing to kind of keep note of is Swisher is able to catch this ball on that line. He gets a little air under it. Swisher is a good athlete, and he actually can return on his own if he wants to.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Good old squib kick so far from number 42 for the Rebels.
As he gets about 2-yard step, so.
And it is the same one right at Swisher, as he's able to pick it up and drops a knee, so it is going to be down to right where it's at. That'll be about the 33-yard line for the Broncos. Not bad field advantage again for the Bronco offense to start 1st and 10, Dylan.
Yeah, exactly. Bronco offense has had great field position to start. Has actually been able to move the ball pretty consistently. Had guys open. Unfortunately, just the miscommunication so far on the side of Doherty and Hefner.
Yeah,
with the drop and
a little bit of underthrown here, as we got the H-back formation now. Boozman in motion. Going to be a handoff to Stephenson. He's going to try and bounce it outside. He does break a couple tackles, but is being brought down by a couple Rebels there. That's going to be the quarterback, Mills, along with Hollison, bringing down Stephenson, but not before a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, great run by Jaime. They're able to bounce off multiple tackles. And again, get that Bronco offense moving again and getting some momentum back.
Here we go, 2nd and 5 for the Broncos. Coming out in that H-back formation with Wyatt Boozman. Goes in motion. Hefner now with the quarterback power. And he muscles his way through, but is brought down just shy of the 1st down, I believe, Dylan.
Yeah, looking right about the 43-yard line, maybe, 44.
Yeah, about a
and they're giving a first down.
They are marking it a 1st down, so great job. Great run by Brody Hefner there for the Bronco 1st down. Be 1st and 10 there on the 44-yard line.
Yeah, again, great run by Brody. Again, Broncos getting that first down since first drive of the game, and again, getting some of that momentum back that the Rebels had.
Here we go. It's going to be a toss to Stephenson, but we do have a flag. It will be a false start by the Broncos. That'll back them up 5 yards. So it will be 1st and 15 now for the Broncos. And that's going to be at the 39-yard line now.
Yeah, Broncos might have been a little fortunate there because I don't believe that toss was actually open. I believe Rebel was able to bust to the line pretty quick. So, again, Broncos get another chance at first down with that bounce. Would have been a 5-yard loss anyways.
And we are going to have an extended halftime tonight. We got Little Girls Cheer being performed along with, I think there's something else going on.
Yeah, I believe
quarterback keeper. Yeah, we're recognizing all the YSF and the younger kids playing the BC sports as well. So another carry by Hefner for the Broncos. Gains about 2 on the play. Going to be out to the 41 for the Broncos, so it'll be 2nd and 13.
Again, this Bronco offense, again, looking for anything that can open up. Unfortunately, the Sioux Central defense, who has actually kind of struggled against the pass this year, has done a pretty good job maintaining and containing the receivers.
Yeah, Hefner fakes the handoff there, rolls out to the left, throws it to Lamb, and it's complete. He is across the first down marker, so it will be a first down for the Broncos. About a 15-yard gain on that play. Completion from Hefner to Lamb once again.
Yeah, exactly what you asked for. Again, looking for those deep shots. Hefner able to go to his left, get his feet planted, and deliver a great shot for Lamb, who kind of broke off that deep route and just sat underneath the corner.
Broncos waiting for the call in. Coach Faubourg here. 1st and 10 Broncos as they are in the slot receiver formation. Griffin Paulson back out on the field. And it's going to be a toss to Stephenson as he's going to race outside. He's going to outrun the Rebel, and he's able to gain some yardage and then some here, as that's going to should be a Bronco first down, I believe, Dylan.
Yeah, going from the 43, looks like they spot him about the 32. So, yeah, looked about 11-yard gain.
Yeah, great job by the sophomore. I thought he was going to cut that up, but he made the right decision to race him to the corner, was able to beat him. And great job. I'm not sure which offensive lineman was out here, but they pancaked their defensive guy over here along the Stephenson run.
Might have been Johans, the tight end, lead blocking on that play.
Yeah, who
was it? Griffin Paulson, I've been told, was Griffin. So, again, don't want to give Griffin any little credit because, again, somebody who's been such an improvement every year.
Whoever it was, great block. As Paulson goes in motion, handoff to Stephenson again as he finds some running room up the middle and is going to be brought down, but not before another, I believe, first down for the Broncos, as they're putting a few great runs together by the sophomore Stephenson. Stephenson was brought down by Hollison, making the touchdown-saving tackle there for the Rebels.
Yeah, and just exactly what you asked for out of Stephenson, getting the start tonight for the injured Braden Wright, and again, 2 straight carries now over 10 yards, 2 automatic first downs for him.
And here we go, Wyatt Boozman checking in, so we'll see that H-back formation by the Broncos.
Yeah, kind of a tough game for Coach Faubourg to call because, again, non-conference, you don't want to show anything going into districts, but also you play to win every game.
And here we go, Hefner with the carry himself, and he'll gain 5 or so on the carry.
Looks like spotted about the 8-yard line, so gets about a 7-yard gain.
Gain of 7, 2nd and
so we'll go 2nd and a long 3 here for the Broncos.
And looking just about the 8-yard line.
And here we go, second and 3 here as Hefner takes the snap. It's going to be that counter play to Boozman, and Boozman's going to make his way to the end zone, cutting through the Rebel defense. Wyatt Boozman scoring his 2nd touchdown of the season on that counter play the Broncos put in. We first saw it last week as the Broncos are going to up their score to 12. The Rebels still at 21, as we'll see probably a 2-point conversion by the Broncos here.
Yeah, at this point, Broncos playing catch-up. I'd expect to see 2-point conversions every play. And as we have a couple coaches calling this play in, Coach Faubourg, again, likes to go to a little tight end throwback screen here.
Again, nice blocking by the Broncos there, as it looked like Boozman was going to be tackled, but a lineman able to make that last counter block as Hefner looks to pass.
Foot race.
He's got a foot race open for the 2-point conversion, and it's good.
Great block by Swisher on the blind side, backside able to open up that backside run.
Yeah, again, nice series by the offensive line and tight end for the Broncos. They're opening some holes, and Broncos able to find the end zone. Wyatt Boozman on the 8 or 9 yard carry there for the Bronco touchdown. Hefner able to put on the 2-point conversion. It's going to be 21-14 in favor of the Rebels right now. Let's send it to our sponsor, H&K Plumbing and Heating, trusted for service and comfort year-round.
H&K Plumbing and Heating, your #1 source for innovative, energy-efficient, and eco-friendly Ruud, Amana, and Navian products. Call H&K Plumbing and Heating today, 641-444-3432 for your residential plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. H&K Plumbing and Heating, located in Belmont, family-owned and operated since 1999.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans. After that Bronco touchdown, Wyatt Boozman on the carry, and then Hefner with his own carry completing the 2-point conversion. So Rebels up 21-14 as Doherty looks to kick it off for the Broncos.
Yeah, one interesting to look at here is if you look at this Rebel return game, there is a huge hole in the middle of the field just past that front line.
And Hefner kicks it deep.
Doherty kicks it deep.
I'm sorry, Doherty kicks it deep, my bad. And the Rebels are going to find their own green grass, and it's off to the races for them.
Foot race,
as
Doherty.
It's going to be the quarterback, Mills, trying to outrun Doherty, the kicker, and Doherty catches up to him and brings him down, but it will be excellent field position for the Rebels. As, again, you don't normally see the quarterback as a kick returner, but he's there for a reason as he sets up his offense for a good return there by the Rebels. Braden Doherty making a touchdown-saving tackle, Dylan.
And again, just to show how good of athletes this Rebel team has is, again, Owen Mills is their third leading rusher, but again, he's their lead kick returner. He's just one of the fastest guys on the field.
Yep, it's going to be a handoff to Whitmack here on 1st and 10 for the Rebels, brought down by Guido and Johans, along with another Bronco in the mix there. Not quite sure who got up there from the pile. Might have been Stephenson. And that will be about a 5-yard gain for the Rebels, so 2nd and 5 here.
As we have Zach now checking in for Max, as he looks kind of adjusted. I don't know if something's up with his face mask or.
And Zach Hansen, like you said, getting his first action on the defense tonight. It's going to be a handoff or a pitch out to Butner. And he's off to the races around the corner as Doherty tries pushing him out of bounds, and I believe does.
Yeah, looks like just about the maybe 10-yard line, just inside of it.
So it will be 1st and goal for the Rebels. Unfortunately, a quick turnaround as the Rebels get back into scoring position on the Broncos. 1st and goal on the 8.
Yeah, Rebels ground game, that dive up the middle has really forced our ends to crash in and help our tackles, and unfortunately, that's now 3 straight plays where they've gone to the outside and had 15-plus yard gains.
And here we go. It is going to be a handoff to Whitmack as he muscles his way down. It's going to be about the 3 or 4 yard line for the Rebels.
Again, you almost got to wonder if you're the Bronco coaches, do you start going for some onside or some pooch kicks to see if you can steal some possessions back? Yeah, they're a little slow out of the huddle this time, down to 10, but, you know, again, just watching them play, they can get this thing off in a couple seconds, so down to 5 on the play clock.
And here we go. It is going to be another handoff to Whitmack, I believe, and he is
right near
down,
the goal line.
Yeah, right about the 1 yard line, I believe.
As we have a stoppage, timeout Broncos.
And with that timeout, we'll take one as well and get a quick word from Waldorf University, where education and opportunity come together.
Waldorf University's Tuition Match Scholarship matches the tuition at Iowa community colleges, as well as Riverland and RCTC in Minnesota.
Waldorf matches the tuition rate, and so you're basically paying the price that you would for a community college, but for a 4-year university. So I looked at that and I was like, well, man, that's a really good deal. But yeah, I couldn't pass up paying the same tuition rate for a university as I would for a community college.
To find out more about the Tuition Match Scholarship, go to waldorf.edu/tuition match today.
All right, we're back after that Broncos timeout as the Bronco defense heads out.
Again, Bronco defense definitely probably going to see some kind of goal line front here. Maybe all 10 guys on the line of scrimmage is.
Yeah, just 1 yard to go here for the Rebels. 3rd and goal on the 1.
I imagine to see if they don't go to that dive, see that quarterback pull it out and goes to the top pile. They're going to give him a touchdown.
Wickmack does reach over, and the side judge is going to signal for a touchdown, so that'll be another touchdown for the Rebels from 1 yard out for Wickmack. I believe that's his 3rd score of the night.
Yeah, all within 5.
That'll bring the score 27-14 in favor of the Rebels. Again, swinging gate set up here as they'll more than likely shift over.
And good snap, good hold.
Yep, going to be a kick, should be good right down the pipe there. It is going to be 28-14 now in favor of the Rebels. And we'll pause for a word from Thrivent Financial, helping you live with clarity and purpose.
Financial planning can help keep your personal goals on track. But for some of us, a financial plan looks more like this. It includes building a legacy for your loved ones, college savings for your little ones. Maybe you're passionate about giving back to your community, or you want to pay it forward to causes you care about. At Thrivent, our business is helping guide your finances, but our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more.
See Josh Fauborg, Brian Kapka, or Michael Jennison in Belmond today. 641-444-3214.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, after that Rebel touchdown. That brings the score 28-14 in favor of the Rebels. Bronco kick return out. We will still see number 42, Ziesler, for the Rebels, as he likes to squib it. So far, the last 2 recipients have been Max Swisher, who's done a great job of following on it himself. Like you said, Dylan, if he gets a clean return, he is a good athlete, so hopefully he can help out the Bronco offense if it goes to him a 3rd time.
And Blaze shifted over a little bit, so if that ball does get past him.
And it does go to him again, but they are going to call him down. He tried to pick it up and run, as I would have loved to have seen that, but he had one knee down when he grabbed the ball, so they're going to call him down. It is another great start for the Bronco offense, great field position, as well as they are on the 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, again, Bronco offense finally got that rhythm back last drive with a deep pass to Lamb and a couple great runs by Jaime, punched into the end by a touchdown run by Wyatt as he checks out now for Griffin.
And here we go with Paulson and Hefner heading to the huddle. We are going to see the slot receiver formation for the Broncos. 1st and 10 here.
Just about 2.5 minutes left in the half, so Broncos probably can go a little more tempo here.
Motion by Paulson. It's going to be a fake jet sweep. Going to Doherty as Doherty goes over top and is able to bring it in for the Broncos as well. And he will be brought down about the 43-yard line. Another pass, great pass from Hefner to Doherty there as Hefner was able to stop on a dime, go back for the ball, and gain a few more yards before being brought down. Still great coverage, though, by the Rebels.
Yeah, again, beautiful back shoulder throw by Hefner, kind of what he was probably looking for in that first interception.
And here we go, 1st and 10 for the Broncos driving here. 2:22 to go here in the half. Motion by Paulson. Hefner takes it, fakes it, takes it himself on the quarterback power, finds a little green grass, and before he's stood up by the entire Rebel defense, 9 out of the 11 guys in on that tackle, as Hefner being brought down. Should be a gain of 6 or 7, I would say, Dylan.
Yeah,
maybe, well,
final spot, probably about 6 on that final spot.
Yeah, we'll give him 6 on that. It's going to be 2nd and a long 4 for the Broncos.
Wow, Brody kind of took a shot there, but the linebacker kind of right underneath his face mask when he kind of got stuck up in that pile.
He loves to run a little high, Dylan, so he loves the contact, though, as Hefner's going to option it out to Stephenson, but it's on the ground, and he just has to fall on it, unfortunately, as he had a lot of green grass in front of him if that was pitched right into him. But unfortunately, it is going to be a timeout for the Broncos We'll take one as well and hear from a message from Crop Builders LLC and Channel Seed, supporting local growers with trusted expertise.
At the heart of the new and enhanced Channel Seed are the relationships we build with our farmers. You'll experience expert guidance on your farm through year-round customized service provided by your local Channel Seed Pro. In Goodell and Kanawha, talk with Tom Burke of Crop Builder LLC. He has over 5 decades of experience and is now offering Channel Seeds and Bayer chemistry. Call 641-512-8131 and go Broncos from Tom Burke, your Channel Seeds dealer in Goodell, Belmond-Klemme, and surrounding areas.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans here. Broncos taking a timeout, 1:27 to go here before half. Broncos looking to score and put it within 7 here, as it will be 3rd and 9 for the Broncos, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, we've seen, again, this last couple of drives, Broncos able to get big chunk plays even on the ground with Jaime, or as we saw last drive, it was the pass to Lamb. This drive, the pass to Doherty.
And here we go. Trips formation, swing pass out to Stephenson. He's unable to bring it in, and that'll fall incomplete as there was no whistles for some reason. That was
backwards pass on this spot.
That was clearly not a backwards pass.
Yeah, that ball gets
And
picked
I
up on the 40.
I really hope the officials don't call it that, but they're marking it because it was picked up by the Rebels. I am not sure what's going on here.
White Hat's going to talk about it. But yeah, that was clearly about 2 yards forward. Even threw it too far forward, he couldn't catch it.
There is no way that was a backwards pass.
As Coach Fauborg's about 10 yards on the field here trying to get his explanation. That was a clear forward pass from where we were sitting.
That would be an unfortunate break for the Broncos if this call stands. I'm not sure how you could look at that and say, I mean, it was a swing pass for crying out loud, and the running back was in front of the quarterback.
And they even led the running back too far forward, too. As there we fix it. Yep, we're moving up.
There we go. All right. They got it right.
Now, Whitehead does a good job talking near side. And, again, you'd like to see the officials let that play out and see what happens, then have discussion afterwards.
Great job getting the call right there by the officials. It will, however, still be 4th down for the Broncos here as they're in 4-down territory, 1:23 to go. 4th and 8 now as they're going to come out in the trips formation for the Broncos. And it's going to be a fake swing. Hefner is pressured, though, and it's going to fall incomplete, intended for the sophomore Blaze Paulson as Hefner has to pick himself up off the ground after being pressured there. It will, unfortunately, Dylan, be a turnover on downs, however, for the Broncos, and it'll be Rebels 1st and 10.
Yeah, Hefner had Paulson there. Unfortunately, the pressure forced him to throw it a little high, and Blaze wasn't able to get just high enough to get 2 hands on it. Again, Blaze back in the corner here.
Yep, Rebels hurry up to the line there. It's going to be a handoff to the fullback, and he is finally brought down here after about a 7-yard gain by Ruben Guido, Luigi Vara, and Stephenson.
Yeah, clock continues to tick, just about to pass the 1-minute mark. So, again, we know Sioux Central can play fast, but this 3 yards in a cloud of dust, they're going to run out of time at this rate.
Yeah, be about 7 yards there. So 2nd and 3 for the Rebels.
Yeah, and Broncos have to stay disciplined on the outside here because all of the Rebel big runs have come on those boots and those tosses.
And it's going to be a pass by Mills.
Doherty's beat, but it's just overthrown by about 10 yards.
Way overthrown pass was intended for Glover for the Rebels, so it'll be 3rd and short now for the Rebels. 44 seconds to go.
I expect to see some kind of boot around the outside or some kind of counter play here. Rebels have had a lot of success going to the outside, so Broncos have to stay disciplined, maintain that edge, and go into half here only down 2 scores.
Like you said, Dylan, it would be a perfect time for that quarterback keeper for the Rebels here. And that's exactly what we're going to see is the quarterback keeper for a 1st down, and he's got a halfback out lead blocking, but he is pushed out of bounds finally. Again, not before a 1st down, but we are going to have a timeout, I believe.
36 seconds left here.
Did they call a timeout, or is
I
it
believe
just
he went out of bounds, so I think they're just going to let it stop from that. Again, we talked about this having a very good kicker. He's made from 40 this season, so only about another 10 yards, maybe 15 yards they need to get to put him in his range.
Yeah, and there's no wind according to the flags over there by the goalpost, so that won't factor in, but we are going to have a timeout by the Broncos, getting ready for that different look by the Rebels offensively. So we'll check in with our friends at Com1, keeping you connected at home, at work, and on the go.
Bronco fans, score big with fast fiber from Com1, the local one. Our fast fiber internet will let you stream your Broncos when you can't make it to the game. Find out more online at com1net.net today. Good luck to our Belmond-Klemme Broncos from Com1, the local one, serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with friendly, fast fiber you can count on. See us at com1net.net today.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here as the Broncos take a timeout. Again, the Rebels coming out with a different offensive look there with multiple receivers, so we'll see what the Rebels come up with now here. They do have a 1st and 10 on about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Owen Mills hasn't thrown a whole lot tonight, but the balls he has thrown actually fly through the air really well and has shown he does have the arm to take a shot. And
yeah, again, Dylan, like we said, it is a non-district game, so it is a good opportunity for them to work on stuff too, as they will be, I believe, heading to the playoffs as well.
Yeah, I believe they're.
And it is going to be a pass for Mills as they're going to show a wheel route, but he's going to keep it himself. Stephenson, he does beat Stephenson to the corner as Doherty's able to track him out of bounds, but it will be, I believe, let's see here. Well, not a first down, I don't believe.
Look at the spot. Yeah, it appears to be about a yard short.
And he did run out of bounds, so that does stop the clock at 27 seconds again.
Swisher, they are getting him a first down.
They did give him a first down. So
Swisher was trying to plead his case there as he looked like he was getting held off the edge, not able to break free and get after the quarterback.
He's had a lot of those this year, Dylan. Unfortunately, barely any of them have been called. So here we go. Rebels looking to pass again as Mills, and he's going to be rushed again, and Swisher's able to get to him. He did gain a few yards on that scramble, but Swisher able to finally get to him and bring him down. And it is going to be a timeout by the Rebels with 17 seconds to go. And we'll step aside for a quick word from Clayton County Recycling, reminding us all to do our part for a cleaner tomorrow.
Clayton County Recycling of Belmont and Kensett. Turn unwanted items into cash. Clayton County Recycling will buy scrap iron and metals, car bodies, industrial scrap, heavy equipment, farm machinery, aluminum, and copper. On-site pickup and dumpster service available too. Clayton County Recycling of Belmont and Kensett, serving communities in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Clayton County Recycling online at ccrrecycling.com.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Rebels. 17 seconds left to go. I'm guessing we'll see some more possible passing formations for the Rebels as they're trying things out, it looks like. And the Bronco defense setting up in that 4-4 look. I'm sorry, they went back to their 4-3 look, it looks like, with Paulson back at safety.
Yeah, with just we did get a false start on this near tackle.
Should be a false start there on the Rebels.
72, Luke Chinland.
Yeah, didn't quite get set before he took off, so that'll back him up 5 yards, and here we'll go.
Yeah, they're just playing on timing, and unfortunately his one count was a little faster than the center's one count. And just like that, it makes it a little more challenging here as we're now on 34. Need to get about 10 yards here to even get close to the field goal range of a high school kicker.
That will be 2nd and 13 now for the Rebels.
And 16 seconds on the game clock. And I believe Belmond-Klemme is out of timeouts, and I believe Sioux Central maybe has one left.
And here we go. It's going to be a fake handoff and a pitch to Buettner, and he's going to try to get out of bounds. He is dragged down by Boozman for the Broncos, but he does get out of bounds, they say. So it's going to be about 3rd and 4, it looks like, from where the officials are spotting it.
25-yard line, 7 seconds left. We'll see. Again, this point's going to have to be a shot to the end zone because anything inbounds is going to end in the quarter most likely.
Yep, we'll see what they decide to do here, if they take their lead into halftime and ground and pound it one more time, or if they take a shot.
Again, their tight end / receiver.
And they are going to throw it up for a fade route, and it's not anywhere near the receiver. It will fall incomplete, be 4th down for the Rebels, and with 3 seconds left, they'll have time for one more, and they're kind of switching people out. I think they might go for the field goal like you talked about, Dylan, and they do have number 25 back there. They're going to get set up in that swinging gate formation.
It's a 42-yard field goal. Would be a season long. He is 2 for 2 on the year with a 40-yard made.
He was making it from this far in pregame. It was at the other end, however, so we'll see. 7 seconds to go.
5, 4.
We'll see if they hurry up, or they did
They've
have one more
last timeout.
Yep, they did have one more timeout, so the Rebels will take it. They'll get reset back up in that field goal, and we'll see if he's able to make it. That'll be Hollison kicking for the Rebels.
Greenbelt Bank and Trust in Belmont has the financial products and services to satisfy your personal and business needs. With electronic banking, checking, and savings accounts, as well as loans, insurance, and trust services, count on Central Iowa's premier bank, Greenbelt Bank and Trust in Belmont, and go Broncos.
All right, we're back after that Rebels timeout as the swinging gate gets set up in that field goal position here. And this should be the last play of the half for the Rebels. Broncos will have an extended half, and the kick, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good, folks. Hollison makes it from about 41 yards on the field goal kick. That's going to bring the score 31-14 as the Rebels will take the lead into halftime over the Broncos. I'm Kyle Wilkinson along with Dylan Block. We do have an extended halftime tonight for the Broncos, as we will have little girls cheerleading out there with our regular cheerleaders, along with the announcement of the YSF football players and all those other little kids for flag football and stuff. So we will be back for the second half after a bit.
To work stuck in traffic, going slow, nothing on the radio. I don't wanna be another chore to check off on your list. Things you gotta do and places that you gotta go. Oh no, I wanna be your Friday night sweet ride, summertime sunshine, barefoot in the moonlight. I wanna be your jackpot, hot spot, wide open road in a candy apple rack top. I wanna set you free, I wanna take you high. I wanna be your Friday night. your advance to the toilet, then flush it. My last stance be a stance of a General Custard. I hot dog cause I can, I got the cheese and mustard. I got the stats of a Hall of Fame in just 2 records. That's why I'm back up at the Super Bowl with Julius Peppers. I got that can't stop, won't stop in my veins. That's why they can't stop, won't stop screaming the name. Nelly, Nelly. Go tell a friend to tell a friend. I'ma keep the same grin whether I lose or win. Up or down 10, I'ma fight to the end. Let's go. Ain't no way they can stop me now, Daddy, cause I'm on my way. I can feel my ring coming. It's the blood of a champion pumping deep inside my veins. Too much pride to be running. I'ma get what I can and more, even if my blood, my sweat, and my tears don't mean nothing. It's the heart of a champion. It's the heart of a. It's the heart of a. And I'm the first pick, first round, signing bonus profound, playing for his hometown, repping for the home crowd. Buckle like Michael Red. Tell him again. It's buckle like Michael Red. Hear what I said? The MVP of the game, intensity still the same. I'm shooting out from my range with Peyton Manning tight aim. Can't stop me from scoring, so they results are just hacking. So that's 3 of us now. Me, AI, and Shaqin'. Come and look to the eyes I say of a man with more heart than Hallmark on Valentine's Day. I'm the one that you've been raving about, like Ray Lewis. I think you ought to go and change your route, cause you don't know if I'm blitzing or if I'm sitting and reading, waiting for you to go and trip, drop back and throw up a pick, man. Ain't no way they can know. 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 Ain't no way they can stop me now, Daddy, cause I'm on my way. I can feel my ring coming. It's the blood of a champion pumping deep inside my veins. Too much pride to be running. I'ma get what I can and more, even if my blood, my sweat, and my tears don't mean nothing. It's the heart of a champion. It's the heart of a. It's the heart of a. It's like a big time decision made on how I can twerk it. If hard work pays off, the easy work is worthless. My work habit ain't no habit, man. I do it on purpose. I push myself to the limit, so my talent is surface. So now it's curtains and drapes on anybody who hates, disliking what I'm reciting, biting what I've been writing. I've been dog fighting, scratching and clawing on every height, trying to make you remember me like you remember the Titans, cause I'm a warrior. My daddy was a soldier, a Vietnam vet, a little dirty. I thought I told you I'm supposed to whip up your town and test the roasters, eating like Folgers, man. I'm young, black, and rich, as good as it gets, and giving your point guard fits. He think he the same pressure, but he ain't seen. Oh, ain't no way they can know. 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 Ain't no way they can stop me now, Daddy, cause I'm on my way. I can feel my ring coming. It's the blood of a champion pumping deep inside my veins. Too much pride to be running. I'ma get what I can and more, even if my blood, my sweat, and my tears don't mean nothing. It's the heart of a champion. Ain't no way they can
Financial planning can help keep your personal goals on track. But for some of us, a financial plan looks more like this. It includes building a legacy for your loved ones, college savings for your little ones. Maybe you're passionate about giving back to your community, or you want to pay it forward to causes you care about. At Thrivent, our business is helping guide your finances, but our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more.
See Josh Faubourg, Brian Kapka, or Michael Jennison in Belmond today. 641-444-3214.
H&K Plumbing and Heating, your #1 source for innovative, energy-efficient, and eco-friendly Ruud, Amana, and Navian products. Call H&K Plumbing and Heating today, 641-444-3432 for your residential plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. H&K Plumbing and Heating, located in Belmond, family-owned and operated since 1999.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, as the Broncos get ready to kick off for the second half. Doherty out there to kick for the Broncos. Rebels are in the lead to start the third quarter, 31-14, after making a 40-yard field goal to end the half. There was Hollison, as Doherty kicks an onside kick himself, but it is recovered by the Rebels, number 67. That's going to be Austin Kolb, as unfortunately Doherty not sneaky enough to be able to get that onside kick out there and get it recovered. Nice onside kick, though. Just
it
unfortunately.
Looks like we're resetting it, so I wonder if we have an offside. Oh, it looks like they're backing up, so it must have been an offsides call.
Well, there we go. Might have been a break for the Broncos there, as maybe they'll change pace and end up kicking it deep this time.
Yeah, now we have a sub up front for the Rebels.
They're
24. The receiver checks in as an up guy now, Keon Glover. And still some room in the middle of the field. They do want to do that little pooch kick that Sioux Central has been doing.
And here we go. Doherty does do a squib kick off to the
And
right. It is
right
going
on
to
30.
stay in. So, again, a pick up by number 18. And he's able to shake a few Bronco defenders before being brought down by Liam Fournier, the linebacker for the Broncos there on the kickoff team.
Yeah, again, Broncos kind of fortunate there. Again, a great kick by Doherty and had him wrapped up. But again, Bronco just not able to finish that tackle. And
yeah, it just kind of seemed in slow motion there, Dylan, as the ball just kept going on the sideline with nobody picking it up here, as it's going to be 1st and 10 Rebels.
Yeah, new look on defense now. Wyatt Boozman checks in for Braden Doherty on defense. So our corners now are Boozman and Paulson.
2 sophomores for the Broncos here, as it also looks like Swisher is lined up as a linebacker.
Yeah, Swisher middle linebacker again. Again, that sure tackle on that second level. And
so Broncos
again,
going in their goal line. I think it's a 6 front, 6-2. And unfortunately, it's the same result after the first run for the Rebels, and that's going to be Whitmack on the carry. He had the trifecta in the first half, had 3 touchdowns himself of the rushing matter for the Rebels. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain there for himself. That'll be 2nd and 2 now for the Rebels, as the Broncos go into kind of their goal line defense, running a 6-2 front.
Yeah, again, Broncos really selling out to stop this run. Unfortunately, that first drive, again, was able to get past that front line, and Swisher was the one who had to bring him down from that middle linebacker spot. As we see, again, a bunch of Broncos new checked in.
And it'll be a handoff to the fullback. And he makes his way to the cornerback level. Again, Swisher and now Paulson bringing him down on this one. And that's going to be Whitmack again, I believe.
Yeah, again, just Broncos at this point need to start figuring out ways to try and force foul punch to that ball every chance they get. And as Doherty checks back in, and Wyatt now slides over to the near side for Blaze.
And it'll be 1st and 10 Rebels here on, looks like the 46-yard line, Dylan.
Yeah, again, the Rebels really doing what they want again, right back to that same wing T offense, and this time going super heavy up the middle.
And it's going to be a handoff to a different, I believe that's Butner this time, being brought down by Fournier and Stephenson.
Yeah, kind of surprised. Butner not had a lot of touches. The success has been up the middle for Whitmack. And
Butner must be their outside runner. As, again, he leads the leads the chart in carries, but definitely not tonight so far, Dylan, as he had a 4-yard gain on that one.
Yeah, I'm looking at the scouting report against Belmond-Klemme, as every team's going to do. This is now the third week in a row that we have really struggled stopping that inside run. And, again, this Bronco defensive tackles need to figure out a way to get some push up front.
And there we go. Going to be another handoff to Whitmack, and he's going to be brought down by 3 or 4 Broncos. Looks like Braden Hartema, Jackson Johans, and Hefner in on the tackle as well. I'm sure Braden Doherty was over there on it as well.
Yeah, looking at a third down here, really the first third down the Rebels have seen this half, and we'll see if the Broncos can get off the field early here.
So here we go, 3rd and long 2 here for the Rebels. Another handoff. It's going to be a quarterback keeper on the edge. Fournier was held. There is no flag. Doherty gets him out of bounds. As there was a clear jersey pull there by the Rebels on Fournier, but no flag, and so it's going to be a first down for the Rebels. And let's see here if that's going to be 1st and goal or if
looks like
it looks to be about the 11, so they might.
They are putting the sticks down, so yeah, it's going to be about the 11-yard line.
Yep, going to be 1st and 10 here for the Rebels. They can get another first down if they get down to the 1.
Getting right back to that dive.
Hand off to Whitmack again, being brought down by 3 or 4 Broncos.
So it gets about 4 maybe.
Johansson, Swisher, and Hartema in on the mix. Hartema, he was Scout Team Player of the Week that first couple weeks. Saw his first start on a Friday night and hasn't given it up yet, Dylan.
Yeah, exactly. And it's good to see Braden again, another young kid.
Another sophomore. Opportunities. Another sophomore for the Broncos there. It's going to be another quarterback keeper.
He's going to walk in untouched.
Yep. Sold the fake to Whitmack, went around the corner, and Mills was able to go in for the score untouched as the Bronco defenders focused on Whitmack there. That'll be the Rebels have 37, the Broncos 14. We will go ahead and see more than likely the Hollison extra point, as he's been perfect so far tonight, including his own field goal right before half from 41 yards.
And again, Mills' second run of the night, kind of going towards his hat trick, with Whitmack already having his hat trick.
And the kick is up, and no good. Surprisingly, as you could hear that in both our voices, as it is no good. The score is going to stay Rebels 37, Broncos 14. And let's send it to our sponsor, H&K Plumbing and Heating, trusted for service and comfort year-round.
H&K Plumbing and Heating, your #1 source for innovative, energy-efficient, and eco-friendly Ruud, Amana, and Navian products. Call H&K Plumbing and Heating today, 641-444-3432 for your residential plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. H&K Plumbing and Heating, located in Belmont, family-owned and operated since 1999.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, as the Bronco kick return team sets up. It's going to stay the same 3 back there, Stephenson, Doherty, and Paulson. And we're going to see that same squib kicker for the Rebels. So I'm guessing we'll see another kick return by Swisher or Johans here for the Broncos.
Yeah, Swisher wanted to return that last one and see if he stays on his feet this time on the pickup. And he's itching to get one back here.
Yeah, I'm sure he was talked to about that. But they don't want any surprises. He is a offensive lineman, unfortunately, even though he does got good hands. I'm sure he's being told just to take it where he can get it. But we'll see what happens here, as here's the kick. And it is to Swisher again, and he is able to pick it up this time, gives him some running room, and able to lower his shoulder and take a Rebel with him before being brought down at about the 39-yard line for the Broncos. Going to be excellent field position for a 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's a dream of every lineman, be able to grab one of those kickoffs and see if they can return it. Nightmares as a Packers fan from the now quite a bit ago Patriots game, but can unfortunately Swish only get about 3 or 4 yards on that.
And here we go. Broncos 1st and 10, coming out in the H-back formation with Wyatt Boozman. Stephenson at running back. Hefner takes the snap. There's going to be a quick whistle. More than likely either a false start or, I think they're just going to say they weren't ready, I believe. So we will replay. They blew the whistle, but no flag. So we're going to start 1st and 10 like it never happened.
Now Broncos kind of tipped their hat in that play, so we'll see if they come back to the same play or come with something new.
And here we go. Hefner hands it off to Stephenson. He tries to bounce it outside, gets caught up by about 3 Rebels there, and is brought down for a loss on the play.
How close, we're losing about 4, maybe even 5 on that play.
Yeah, we're going to call it 4, maybe a long 4 on the play. So 2nd and 14 for the Broncos on that carry by Stephenson. And both Paulson brothers check in, so Broncos going to go with the spread formation here or that trips formation.
Yeah, definitely looking for a pass down the field after that big loss. Probably looking Kyson's way as he's been kind of a reliable guy on that jump ball.
Yeah, both Lamb and Doherty coming up with excellent catches and great coverage. They are in the trips formation here, near side. Hefner fakes the rocket. He goes deep to Bayes Paulson, who's wide open, able to bring it in, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds by the quarterback Mills for the Rebels, but not before able to haul it in for, what was that, a 26-yard catch from Hefner to Paulson.
Yeah, great throw there by Brody. Put it right in the money. Blaze was able to catch and even get a little more yards after that catch. But, again, great play design there as the Rebels sold on that screen pass to Doherty, and Blaze was able to sneak right behind those safeties.
And here we go, 1st and 10 Broncos as they're going to go back to that H-back formation now with Boozman in. And it's going to be another handoff to Stephenson. He finds some green grass, has a nice cutback lane.
Foot race.
Uses the official as a blocker, and he is brought down by Mills again, I believe, the quarterback, the safety for the Rebels, but not before getting within the 10-yard line for the Broncos.
It has to be about almost looking at a spot, maybe just north of the 10, so about a 28-yard run there for Jaime.
Yeah, Stephenson great at those cutback lanes so far this season. And, again, able to bring the Broncos into 1st and goal on what looks like about the 9-yard line, Dylan.
Yeah, that run put Jaime over 50 yards, and the Broncos over 100 yards on the ground.
Yeah, as Hefner goes to hand it off, he does hand it off to Stephenson. Another cutback, and Stephenson is able to find the end zone for the Broncos. Great job by Jaime Stephenson on that run. Had to cut back twice before finding the end zone. Fell down right at the line, and the official was able to give him the touchdown signal. That's going to bring the score, Rebels 37, Broncos 20. And let's
most likely see going for 2 here.
Oh, no, they got Ben Jeffers out there, Dylan, and so they're going to try the extra point. Last time we saw Jeffers, it was blocked. Hopefully the young freshman able to get a clean one off here as he was 1 for 1 so far on the season. Hold is there. Kick is up. And it's good. Ben Jeffers, we're going to call him 2 for 2 on the season now. That's going to bring the Broncos score to 21. And we'll step aside for a quick word from Clayton County Recycling, reminding us all to do our part for a cleaner tomorrow.
Clayton County Recycling of Belmond and Kensett. Turn unwanted items into cash. Clayton County Recycling will buy scrap iron and metals, car bodies, industrial scrap, heavy equipment, farm machinery, aluminum, and copper. On-site pickup and dumpster service available too. Clayton County Recycling of Belmond and Kensett, serving communities in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Clayton County Recycling online at ccrrecycling.com.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, as the touchdown by Stephenson had 2 phenomenal carries for the Broncos getting down the field. It was set up by a 26-yard catch by the sophomore Blaze Paulson. So sophomores for the Broncos doing well here tonight and showing their talent as the future is bright for the Broncos, as they will only graduate a few seniors off this Bronco team so far coming up here in the next few games. And Doherty gets sets to kick off, and he tries another onside, but it sticks right at the emblem. And they're just going to stand there. Yeah, there we go. We got to have somebody touch it. And Boozman downs it. And that's going to get excellent field position for the Sioux Central Rebels here.
Again, I like the idea there, trying to steal some of that ball back. Your defense is really struggling stopping this run, but unfortunately that one surprisingly just sticks and
Yeah, that was kind of weird. It was rolling for 5 yards and then all of a sudden just stuck. Must be a hole right there from all the running in the middle of the field there by the Rebels.
Yeah, maybe that paint's still a little wet out there, catching on some of that beautiful logo that looks to send midfield there.
And here we go, 1st and 10 Rebels on their own 45. I'm sorry, on the Broncos 45.
Again, I expect this. Again, I would imagine to see going right back to that dive and maybe a couple outside QB runs, but wouldn't be surprised.
And here we go, going to be a handoff to Whitmack, and he's going to find some running room on.
Touchdown saving tackle by Hefner there.
Hefner there with the wraparound up top, able to bring him down. And like you said, Dylan, touchdown saving tackle there from Hefner on Whitmack, but not before a 1st down for the Rebels.
Yeah, relatively quick game already. We're already halfway through the 3rd quarter, and again, right now the Rebels up by just about 2 scores, two-point versions, up 16.
Yeah, we looked at halftime. Wes Hancock is fully in control over West Fork right now as Buettner takes the carry, and he runs over a Bronco or two and is brought down by Hefner as well.
I get another about 12 yards on that carry.
Hefner and Stephenson in on that tackle on Buettner, but it is another Rebel 1st down.
Yeah, Bronco defense just has no answer for this run up the middle right now, and again,
yeah, they're trying several different combinations in there as we got several substitutions as well on the Bronco defensive line.
Yeah, running kind of a pseudo 5, maybe even pseudo 6 front with, I believe, Fournier and Johan's basically running a pseudo stand-up ends, running just 2 linebackers with.
And it is going to be a handoff to Whitmack, and he's able to break free, but not before Paulson and Doherty are able to bring him down about the 1-yard line again, 2-yard line maybe. Again, some touchdown saving tackles by the Bronco defensive backs. Unfortunately, not what you want to see is your safeties and cornerbacks leading the tackle chart, but that is the way it is tonight so far for the Broncos, as it's going to be 1st and goal on the 2 for the Rebels. Carver Buchanan, I see, checked in for the Broncos here on the defensive line.
Yeah, good to see him get some opportunities on defense. He's been just an offensive player this year.
Hand off to Whitmack again, and he's going to muscle his way into for another score. That's going to be his 4th touchdown of the game for the Rebels. That's going to be 43 for the Rebels, 21 for the Broncos. And we'll see here if we see another extra point. Hollison was perfect up until last extra point where it was just barely no good. I'm guessing we'll see him again here. As maybe not. They are huddled up. Normally they were in that swinging gate formation, and it looks like an offensive huddle this time, Dylan.
Yeah, after missing the extra point, makes me wonder if they're going for 2, trying to get that back to even 45. And down to 10 the play clock, so they're going to have to break quick because they can get it off here in about 3.
They do snap it in 2 seconds, so they got plenty of time, and they do hand it off to Whitmack, and he's able to power his way again in for a 2-point conversion, and that'll bring the Rebels score to 45 over the Broncos 21. And now a quick word from Waldorf University, where education and opportunity come together.
Waldorf University in Forest City allows you connections with professors on a personal level, and they're invested in your success. Waldorf student and softball player Janessa Weston.
Having that background and having him be able to say, like, so you have these classes to get your major now, but you can add an extra major. So he encouraged me to, like, you could add operations management, and he's like, you don't have to, but this would benefit you because it would add more on your resume, it'd add more to your skills and all that stuff.
Let Waldorf's faculty put their experience to work for you. Find out how at waldorf.edu today. Waldorf University, the AND School.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans. 5:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Rebels lead over the Broncos 45-21 after that Whitmack score, his 4th of the game, followed up by the 2-point conversion by Whitmack as well. And we'll go ahead and see that squib kick by the Rebels, setting the Broncos up. Let's see if Max Swisher gets his 4th return of the night.
Kind of like see maybe Max take a step aside here on that line drive and let Blaze or Jaime catch it, basically standing right behind him right now.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Max Swisher, an excellent blocker out front as well.
We'll see what happens here. Again, it's been pretty consistent, bouncing right about the 40, so kind of 15 yards on the line, and Then takes a hard bounce up to Swisher's gut.
And here we go. Ziesler getting ready to kick for the Rebels. And he is going to go towards Swisher. It goes more towards Johans, though, as he falls on it.
Maybe.
And it kind of, oh, my, they're signaling Sioux Central ball, as it must have got out of between Johans and Swisher, and it was clearly picked up right away by Sioux Central. So an unfortunate break for the Broncos, as they had it in their grasp and lost it. So it will be 1st and 10, Sioux Central Rebels.
Yeah, at this point, it's just kind of everything's going the other way, and kind of Broncos unfortunate there as Johan's not able to field that cleanly.
1st and 10, Rebels.
And here we go, folks. 5:09 to go. Sioux Central 1st and 10 as they hustle up to the line. It's going to be a handoff to Whitmack again. Brought down by a host of Broncos, including, looks like Hartema and Johans, yep, along with Luigi Vara as well.
Hartema and Johans in on the tackle. 4 yards, 2nd and 6. We haven't even gotten to a 4th down yet.
Yeah, this Bronco defense struggling tonight. We've had, I believe, held to 1 4th down all night, and
yeah, that was when they kicked the field goal right before halftime, unfortunately. So here we go. 8 seconds to go on the clock. They only need 2, though, and it's going to be a handoff to Whitmack again. We do have a flag like this time, hopefully a hold, and brought down by Fournier and Paulson. All right, it is holding on the Rebels, so that'll back them up 10 yards from the spot.
Penalty on the play. Replay, 2nd down.
And so that'll move the sticks back to about 2nd and 13 for the Rebels.
yeah, Broncos catch a break. First time we've seen the Rebels behind the sticks, and again, as the wing T, worst thing you want is to go backwards.
Yeah, shout out to our chain gang out there, Zach Wilms, Eric Doherty, Brad Doherty, and Joe Talgis out there manning the sticks. I think they've been on the sticks the last 2 years at least for the Bronco home games as the Rebels hurry up. It is a handoff to Whitmack again, and he is brought down by Swisher and Fournier for the Broncos.
It gets about another 7, basically takes away that entire penalty yard and leads to a 3rd and manageable just outside the 30-yard line.
So here we go, 3rd and 5 for the Rebels after that carry. Melting the clock a little bit here, 3:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. As the Rebels look to put more points on the scoreboard here, as it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Johans is not fooled though, and he's able to run him down along with Stephenson. And who's that 3rd Bronco over there? That's going to be Braden Doherty for the Broncos, the senior. And so that'll bring them up to their 2nd and 4th down now for the Rebels. That'll be 4th and 5. 4th and a long 4, we'll say.
Yeah, offense stays on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, clear 4-down territory. Although when you got a leg like you got a leg,
option.
yeah. But being up that far, you might as well just go for it and add extra points.
West Fork
West Fork is coming back. West Hancock up just 27-20 over the Warhawks right now. And it is going to be a handoff to Whitmack. He's going to find plenty of running room, and he's going to find the end zone for a 5th time. And that's going to be a
27-yarder.
27-yard scamper there by Whitmack for his 5th touchdown of the evening. That's going to bring the score 51-21, the Rebels over the Broncos, as we do see that swinging gate formation. So we'll see an extra point by Holson for the Rebels.
Yeah, unfortunately, I kind of keep a line score here. I'm getting too good at writing Whitmack's last name. High
And
snap.
hold is down, though. He's able to get the kickoff, and it's good. And that's going to be Rebels 52, Broncos 21. And let's check in with our friends at Com1, keeping you connected at home, at work, and on the go.
Bronco fans, score big with fast fiber from Com1, the local one. Our fast fiber internet will let you stream your Broncos when you can't make it to the game. Find out more online at com1net.net today. Good luck to our Belmond-Klemme Broncos from Com1, the local one, serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with friendly, fast fiber you can count on. See us at com1net.net today.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here after that Rebel touchdown. Rebels lead 52-21 over the Broncos right now. We do have the kick return team out there. It will be the same guys, Stephenson, Doherty, and Paulson.
Looks like we do have a switch, though, as now Lamb has moved to this side, and Johans moves to the other side. So, again, getting a little more return game on the side that they've consistently kicked the squib to.
Yeah, Swisher still holding strong there in the middle. Paulson kind of moved up a little bit himself.
Lamb looking ready to run.
And it is that same squib kicker. It's going to be Ziesler for the Rebels. And they kick it hard again to that side. Lamb is able to return it, but we do have a whistle and a flag. It is going to be, a false start on the kicking team. A few guys ahead of the kicker, so that'll back them up 5 yards. They'll give it another go.
Kicking team actually kind of fortunate there as Tyson fields that cleanly, and Tyson just another player who's had a great return season. And now at this point, even riskier doing that squib kick is, and that ball's bouncing now 45-yard line instead of kicking down to about the 30. We do still have that same kicker, so imagine it's still giving me that squib kick.
And we'll see, last time the Broncos were on offense, Stephenson was able to find some green grass and find a lot of room there, able to take it down for his own score for the Broncos here as Ziesler gets ready to kick it off again. There he goes. He is going to pooch kick it to Lamb. Lamb catches it cleanly, able to get some return yards here, and being brought down by the Rebels. Not before making it to about the 47-yard line, I believe, Dylan.
Yeah, I believe
almost
Austin
midfield.
Cobb on the tackle for him, number 67. Liam looking just about.
They're going to take it back to where he was brought. There, he doesn't get forward progress apparently, so that'll be brought down at the 45-yard line instead of the 48. So it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos on their own 45 here.
Yeah, and again, just a quick score update. Kind of another notable game in our conference is fighting for the number 1 position. West Hancock's up 27-20 over West Fork. West Fork wins. They can take that 1 seed from them.
And here we go. Hefner looking for the snap. Griffin Paulson out in the slot spot. Hefner takes the snap. Looks towards Paulson and, goes over the defender's fingertips. Unfortunately, falls incomplete. Blaze Paulson had a chance at it, the sophomore, but incomplete, going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication there. Paulson definitely thought he was going to get tipped and was playing off a tip and unfortunately couldn't get his hands down as the corner missed it.
I think, Dylan, if West Fork wins that ball game, it puts Newman at the number 1 spot.
Or Newman does, yeah.
Possibly.
So West Fork has 1 loss and Newman has 1 loss.
Yeah, it'd be interesting how that shakes out. It will be that counter play to Boozman here, and he finds some running room. Nice perimeter blocking by Braden Doherty downfield, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Broncos after that Boozman run.
Yeah, that counter's worked really well tonight. The defense is overcommitting to the Jaime Stephenson, Brody Hefner run, and White's been the beneficiary of it. As I believe West Hancock just scored, it looks like, to extend their lead to a 34-20 lead.
And we will face off next week in our district final, home game, senior night against the Eagles. And Boozman goes in motion. It's a pitch to Stephenson, and he's able to find some running room again. And we do have a flag down, however, but Stephenson is run out of bounds. If the flag is on the Rebels, it will stand for a 1st down.
However, Blaze Paulson maybe got caught with a hold on the edge.
He's signaling hold. I would assume it's going to be on the Broncos and will be 10 yards from that spot.
Yeah, again, not a bad hold by Blaze, honestly. Again, makes the ref call it and
honestly,
let Jaime bounce to the outside.
Honestly, they missed a block in the back on Johans, unfortunately. So we'll take that hold call where it was. That'll just back him up. Be about first and 15, I'd say, Dylan, for the Broncos here.
I'm just shy of the 50 at the 48-yard line, so Broncos still in Rebel territory.
10 yards from the spot of the foul will make it first and 15.
Here we go, H-back formation with Boozman. Goes in motion. Going to be a fake handoff, roll out for Hefner. He's looking down deep, goes underneath, and it's intercepted by Mills, the safety for the Rebels and quarterback. And Hefner throws his second interception of the evening, unfortunately, for the Broncos. And it'll be first and 10 Rebels.
Yeah, Hefner had Wyatt there, unfortunately, just a little late to find him, and by the time he threw it out there, Sage was able to react to it.
Yeah, pass was intended for Boozman. He was wide open for a second, but Mills, great defensive back, runs underneath it and takes it himself for another 15 yards in favor of the Rebels. It'll be first and 10 just across midfield, about the 49-yard line of the Broncos.
Yeah, it looks like Alvaro Oseguera is now checked into the game. I believe 53 is down there. Zach Hansen on the near side.
Yeah, I think Alvaro was in on the last series for the defense as well. And let's see here.
Like
I believe it's going to be
Luigi on the far
Hartema.
side.
Yeah, Hartema and Vara in there on the defensive line. And it's going to be a handoff to Whitmack again, brought down by Swisher and Paulson.
Yeah, really the first good play by that Bronco defense, but still gains about 3, maybe 4 yards on that run.
Going to be 2nd and 5 for the Rebels now, as the Rebels still averaging about 5+ yards to carry here. Broncos sticking with that, what I would call a goal line defense, that 6-2.
Yeah, they realistically have all 11 guys in the box, and again, they're still struggling to get penetration, still struggling to stop that run. So,
and it is going to be another handoff to Whitmack here, and another tackle by
Hefner.
Hefner looks like, yeah, Hefner and Paulson in on that one, along with Fournier. And Juan Medina checks himself back in on defense, and he's going to check in for Vara.
Yeah, right now Sioux Central is able to get whatever they want. Unfortunately, Broncos really struggling to stop that dive and that trap play right now. As again, West Hancock still holds that 33-20 lead, but West Fork is driving just past 50-yard line. And trying to keep updates between those two games because that has major seeding complications with it.
And Whitmack takes the carry. He's dragging Paulson, dragged him for about 3 or 4 yards before being brought down by Swisher and Stephenson.
Good job by Blade just holding on, not letting him get too much extra space, slow him down, and good job by Max and Jaime flying to clear it up at the end of the third now.
Yeah, that'll be the end of the third quarter. It will be second and short when we come back for the Rebels. And now for a quick word from Waldorf University, where education and opportunity come together.
Waldorf University's Tuition Match Scholarship matches the tuition at Iowa community colleges, as well as Riverland and RCTC in Minnesota.
Waldorf matches the tuition rate, and so you're basically paying the price that you would for a community college, but for a four-year university. So I looked at that and I was like, well, man, that's a really good deal. But yeah, I couldn't pass up paying the same tuition rate for a university as I would for a community college.
To find out more about the Tuition Match Scholarship, go to waldorf.edu/tuition match today.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here to start the fourth quarter. Rebels lead 52-21 over the Broncos right now, and the Rebels are surging. They are second and short, it looks like. I believe it's going to be 2nd and 3 on the 31 to start the fourth quarter for the Rebels.
Yeah, this Bronco defense needs to find a way to get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Again, Bronco offense playing from behind, starting to force some things, and unfortunately led to Hefner's second interception of the night.
And here we go. Hopefully the Broncos can get a stop here. They are lined up in that 6-2 cover 3 look.
Looks like
6-2 man look, yep.
Same man out there as was at the end of the last quarter.
Goal line defense here for second and short for the Rebels, as Whitmack has kind of had his way with the Broncos, scoring 5 touchdowns tonight. And it's going to be a handoff to Whitmack again. Oh, I'm sorry, Butner this time. And he is brought down by Doherty, Hefner, Swisher, Stephenson in there as well, along with Johans.
Yeah, and one kind of thing to note here is this clock is if, again, Sioux Central is able to score this drive, that puts it over 35, and we would have continuous clock for the rest of the night most likely. Again, 21-52. Score is not in the Broncos' favor, unfortunately. And, again, it is a good tune-up game for a game that actually is going to count for the Broncos next week against West Hancock. And West Hancock runs that more traditional wing tee as they get set to the line and have a lot more motion in the backfield.
Yep, and next Friday will be senior night for the Broncos, as it will be the home finale. And it is going to be a handoff to Whitmack, and he is brought down for a small gain, brought down by Paulson and Medina and Swisher for the Broncos.
And Luigi Vara checks back in for Juan. Again, just trying to rotate these defensive tackles with the pace that this team plays at, trying to keep everyone, again, healthy and not gassing anyone out.
Yep, so it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Rebels here coming in. Under 10:50 to go now
One thing
in the
to
ball
note,
game.
again, we talk about senior night. Senior Zach Hansen played a lot more defensively this game than I believe he has all season long.
And here we go, handoff to Butner. And again, he's brought down right away by Paulson. Great job coming off that edge is the sophomore Blaze Paulson on that, along with Hansen.
I believe, Hansen blew up that tackle there and kind of get him end over end as Paulson finished him off in the air.
Seniors for the Broncos get at least one more home game next week against the West Hancock Eagles, and then we will see, depending on the outcome of tonight's game with the West Hancock and West Fork, and then our game next week, depending on what seed we get, we will have a playoff game. It will be a road playoff game as Whitmack gets the carry.
Yeah, and expect next week during halftime, we're going to probably do an extended halftime for senior night, so we will be running down all the seniors like we did in basketball last year, and again, hopefully having everyone listen, sticking around for halftime show next week, and be able to honor our seniors that have given a lot to this program.
Yeah, and that last run by Whitmack, Dillon does get another Rebel first down. And the ball's going to be on the 12-yard line, so 12 yards to go for the Rebels.
And interesting to see that Rebels leaving their starters in, so I'm not sure if they're trying to get all their running backs a chance for a touchdown tonight, or what the intention is leaving those starters in.
Yeah, it's going to be a quarterback keeper as he slips going around the edge. Fortunate for the Broncos as he's going to be brought down for a minimal gain, brought down by Paulson. Hansen was in there as well.
Yeah, kind of a weird situation on that. QB keeper is he gets a lot of depth on that boot and doesn't really get outside much, so not sure if it was a broken play on that or again this weird rollout on that play.
Going to be 2nd and 7 here for the Rebels. Looks like ball's going to be placed right on the 10-yard line. And it's going to be a handoff
to
Whitmack, I believe, again, right up the middle for another short gain with Hansen and Swisher and Vara in on the mix.
Yeah, looks like spotted maybe, just on the 5-yard line, so 3rd and 3. Again, Broncos have a chance to get off the field here. 2 more good stops. Again, we're past an 8.5-minute mark here in the 4th quarter.
Rebels hurry up, another handoff. It's going to be a quarterback keeper around the edge. He does get the edge and finds the end zone again for the Rebels as the Broncos unable to recover, biting on the Whitmack power. And that's going to be a touchdown for Mills, and that'll bring the score 58-21 for the Rebels.
Yeah, Mills' 3rd touchdown of the night gets himself his hat trick, and again, at this point, Bronco defense is just working on stuff for next week. Unfortunately, the score's almost just out of reach at this point.
And here we go as the swinging gate shifts over for the extra point for Hollison. Snap is high again. Brought down perfectly, though, and the kick is good for Hollison. And that's going to bring Rebels 59, Broncos 21. And let's pause for a word from Thrivent Financial, helping you live with clarity and purpose.
Financial planning can help keep your personal goals on track. But for some of us, a financial plan looks more like this. It includes building a legacy for your loved ones, college savings for your little ones. Maybe you're passionate about giving back to your community, or you want to pay it forward to causes you care about. At Thrivent, our business is helping guide your finances, but our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more.
See Josh Fauborg, Brian Kapka, or Michael Jennison in Belmond today. 641-444-3214.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, as the Rebels able to punch another one in. This one by Mills on the quarterback keeper around the edge. And we will see Ziesler again, the squib kicker for the Rebels, as we have Swisher and Lamb and Paulson over there, kind of in that little triangle where they've been kicking it.
Yeah, kind of daring them to kick to that spot, as now we have two good returnmen with Lamb and Paulson sliding up. And Paulson, of course, had the kick return early. I believe it was the Newman game.
Yes. Extra points as soon as the defense possesses the ball to place it. Yes, I did know that.
And there we go. It is another squib. Gets past Swisher. Paulson able to field it cleanly. And he's going to try and find a running lane. Bounces it way back outside and is able to find some room before being run out of bounds. And he's going to be right at midfield for the Broncos. Great field advantage to start their 1st and 10. Broncos got to go as quick as possible here. They got a lot of points to make up, unfortunately. As let's see who they're going to go with. Hefner racing out to the huddle.
Again, 7:34 in the game clock, 20 on the play clock. Again, Broncos great field position just shy of the 50.
Broncos in that H-back formation. Motion by Boozman, and it's going to be a handoff to Stephenson, and he finds a lot of running room again as the Broncos offensive line doing some work in the trenches. And Stephenson's going to get a first down for the Broncos before running out of bounds.
Looks about down to the 39, so 13-yard gain there for Jaime.
Nice job by the sophomore tonight.
Up to 77 yards on the night. Broncos up to almost 150 yards rushing.
And Stephenson again with the carry. This time it's not going to be a first down, but it's going to be a nice little chunk of yards there for Stephenson again on the carry. That'll be a gain of about 6 for the Broncos. And with the score being the way it is, we will have a continuous clock until the Broncos can bring it back within 35 points. And Hefner takes the snap here. Fakes the handoff this time, goes deep for Lamb, and it's complete, and Lamb is able to dive into the end zone for the Broncos score, as I wasn't sure Lamb was going to be able to hold on to that. He almost falls down, able to hold on to it and spring himself into the end zone for the Broncos score. That's going to be Lamb's 2nd touchdown of the evening, and the Broncos are going to bring their score to 27, as they're going to let the freshman Ben Jeffers try the extra point again. What was the yardage on that, Dylan? On
34
that
yards.
34-yard pass from Hefner to Lamb, complete for the touchdown. Jeffers' kick is up and good. He is 3 for 3 on the season, as the Rebels are still going to hold the lead 59 to the Broncos 28. As the Broncos' explosive offense still showing under the bright lights here tonight. And with that, we will pause for a message from Crop Builders LLC and Channel Seed, supporting local growers with trusted expertise.
At the heart of the new and enhanced Channel Seed are the relationships we build with our farmers. You'll experience expert guidance on your farm through year-round customized service provided by your local Channel Seed Pro. In Goodell and Kanawha, talk with Tom Burke of Crop Builder LLC. He has over 5 decades of experience and is now offering Channel Seeds and Bayer chemistry. Call 641-512-8131 and go Broncos from Tom Burke, your Channel Seeds dealer in Goodell, Belmond-Klemme, and surrounding areas.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here as the Broncos come up big. They're Hefner to Lamb for, I believe it was a 34-yard pass. Great catch again by Kyson Lamb, the junior.
Yeah,
and here we go. Doherty ready to kick off. Sorry, Dylan.
Yeah, quick score update again. West Hancock is able to knock off West Fork 33-20 as that game just went final.
So West Hancock holds on to that number 1 seed so far. As the Rebels return it, he does find a little bit of room, but is brought down by some Broncos. Stephenson in on the tackle, along with Guido for the Broncos. It'll be 1st and 10 Rebels.
Yeah, Broncos, just looking at that score now, we're looking to play spoiler next week, ruin West Hancock's undefeated season. And it'll be our 3rd week in a row going against the wing tee. Heavy run up the middle team. We'll see what happens as Doherty has to chuck the kicking tee to the sideline. And he one-hops it right in front of the cheerleaders as they're paying attention.
And here we go. Bronco defense out there still in that 6-2 formation. Swisher and Stephenson at the middle linebacker spots. Hefner deep at, it looks like Paulson now is deep at safety.
Yeah.
Hefner's on the sideline, I believe. Not a bad call by the coaches. And it's going to be a carry by Whitmack, and he's going to get enough for a 1st down, I believe, on that carry for the Rebels. Oh, I lied. They put in some younger kids there. Dylan, did you see who was able to carry that?
I was not able to as went far side.
They're going to.
Chain Gang's trying to get things straightened out. They're now going to signal for a 1st down.
Might have been Spooner on the carry there. Parker Spooner for the Rebels.
Who's good for a Rebel 1st down?
And let's see here. Yes, they do have some younger, different people in for the Rebels. We'll try and find that. Nice stick by Stephenson there at linebacker on the much smaller running back this time around, and that's going to be number 7, Remington McGregor for the Rebels on that carry as Guido checks in at linebacker for Swisher. Broncos making their own substitutions here. Down 59-28, just under 5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Yeah, McGregor in the game is a junior, so again, subbing in some players that don't get a lot of time, but they are not necessarily younger players.
Yeah, McGregor, I believe, plays on defense, as I believe he had one of the interceptions tonight. And that is going to be a handoff. I think that is Spooner again for the Rebels.
And one thing to note about this Rebel team is they're actually a underclassman-heavy team as well. As Whitmack's only a junior this season, and Owen Mills is a senior. But the Holson 25, the kicker's a junior, and again, bringing a lot of these kids back next year.
On that tackle was the sophomore Brody Coe for the Broncos.
Clock just about to pass the 4-minute mark as Sioux Central is looking to burn some clock down. 3rd and long 6.
Brody Coe checked in at that cornerback spot on the far side of the field. That's going to be a quarterback keeper.
With the kicker, number 25, Sawyer Holson.
That's going to be, Hollison there for the Rebels on the quarterback keeper around the edge. That's going to be good enough for a Rebel 1st down, I believe. Oh.
Looks like we're going to spot him out of bounds.
Yeah, they're going to say he went out of bounds. So,
nope, they're the 1st down, but.
There we go. So, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels here on about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, 3:55 in the game clock, 10 on the play clock. Okay, we know how fast they can run, down to 6 on the play clock. 5, 4, 3. Just gets it off.
Yeah, they get it off. It is going to be Spooner on the carry again, and he's going to be held
Still
up.
Fighting.
Tackle's going to be by Guido. I believe I saw him with initial contact over there for the Broncos.
Brought down by Fournier and Guido, along with some other Broncos.
Yeah, as Bronco defense looking to get their first stop in 2 weeks. Hopefully, again, looking to get maybe on this drive here. 3:25 on the game clock, and it continues to take down to 15 on the play clock as they're running every second off this they can.
Yep, 2nd and 7 here for the Rebels. Hollison in at quarterback. And it's going to be a flip over to number 7 for the Rebels, McGregor. And he's going to run out of bounds after getting the first down for the Rebels.
No flag, though.
And there we go, 1st and 10 for the Rebels.
A little confusing, kind of looking over, we see volleyball, maybe football flying right above where the refs are standing, so a little confused about what's going in the air there.
That run was good for a Rebel first down.
And here we go, Rebels hurry up to the line like usual. And it's going to be a handoff to Spooner again. And he's able to make his way through the Bronco defense, being brought down by Guido and Alvaro for the Broncos. Checking into the ball game is Aiden Pleister now for the Broncos. He's going to check into one of those D tackle spots.
Again, a bunch of younger Broncos getting some experience, as well as I believe Zach Hansen's still out there. Liam Fournier is out there. And Wyatt Boozman is getting more time, blazed out deep. So, again, some starters still out there for the Broncos, but a majority of that defensive line's been subbed around.
2nd and 4 here, as it's going to be a handoff to McGregor this time. He's going to get enough for the first down before being brought down by a couple Broncos over there. Brody Coe involved in the tackle.
Yeah, at this point, again, backup Sioux Central team is not really taking any beats off, as they're kind of holding that about 3.5 to 6 yards per carry consistently.
Oh, and that's actually going to be Griffin Paulson over there in on the tackle. I apologize there to Griff, as Brody Coe's over here on the sideline there when I said that. And so that was Paulson on the tackle. And so it's going to be another handoff, and unfortunately Spooner is going to find the end zone for the Rebels. As falling down, he's able to flip himself into the end zone, breaking a tackle through the Bronco defense. And for the Rebels, that's going to bring their score to 65-28 with 1:32 to go in the ball game here, all but securing the victory for the Rebels. They will improve their record to 4-3. The Broncos will fall to 3-4 on the season. We'll have our last home game of the year against the West Hancock Eagles, senior night next week. Hope you can join us. And we always want to see you listening to us, but with it being a home game, let's pack the stands here for the final home game of the year. And it's going to be a kick by Hollison, and it is good. That will bring the score 66-28 over the Broncos right now. And we'll take a moment for a message from Greenbelt Bank and Trust, investing in our communities and future leaders.
Greenbelt Bank and Trust in Belmont has the financial products and services to satisfy your personal and business needs. With electronic banking, checking and savings accounts, as well as loans, insurance, and trust services, count on Central Iowa's premier bank, Greenbelt Bank and Trust in Belmont, and go Broncos.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans, here as the Rebels able to punch another one in. They are up 66-28. Again, Rebels will improve their record to 4-3. Broncos will fall to 3-4 on the season. Our home finale will be next week against the West Hancock Eagles. It will be senior night. And then after that, we will find out who our first round matchup is against, depending on what seed we get. And if we are unable to shock the world and beat the West Hancock Eagles, we will be in that 4 spot. If we are, it'll mess a whole lot of things up if we're able to get that victory next week. And then we'll have to wait and see what the seeding becomes available.
Yeah, again, fun week to watch next week, and looking at a very similar team to play. And we'll see what the Broncos run out here on offense. If they run with that JV unit we saw earlier, if we see some mix of starters and JV kids, we'll see.
As Ziesler does pooch kick it again, and who was that recovered for the Broncos? It was someone new. I believe that's Jackson Baldwin on the recovery for the Broncos, stepping in that swisher roll. Nice job by the freshman Baldwin, able to collect the ball and fall on it to start the Bronco offense 1st and 10. And let's see here who we get out there. I believe it's going to be Griffin Paulson at quarterback for the Broncos, the senior. He's going to take over for Hefner, get a few snaps. Not a bad call again by the BK coaching staff, getting him ready in case something happens to Hefner.
Yeah,
Paulson goes in motion. It's going to be a pitch to Guido this time for the Broncos. And he, I think, is able to get back to the line of scrimmage, Dylan.
It looks like they're going to give him maybe a yard, maybe a half yard. Yeah, they're going to give him that full yard.
So it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Broncos here, as Paulson takes his first snaps of his career under the Friday night lights.
Yeah, we saw him throw a couple times last year on some double passes. And
I believe, is he a left-hander, Dylan?
Yeah, he is a lefty.
Lefty, so things switch up a little bit. Boozman goes in motion.
Paulson
Throw out
Paulson.
to his brother Paulson there.
Gets right back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Oh, and there's going to be
Swisher buries the guy into the sideline. Ref not seeing.
Yeah, really shocked there wasn't a flag there. As
ref was focused on the play right in front of him, luckily for Swisher, because, again, that was about 2 or 3 seconds after the play was over.
And we're going to have 2nd and 10 now for the Broncos.
5 seconds on the game clock, so that's going to do it.
Yeah, that'll be the end of the ball game. The Broncos will fall in this one to the Rebels, 66-28. We'll be right back after a word from Clayton County Recycling for the post-game show.
Clayton County Recycling of Belmond and Kensett. Turn unwanted items into cash. Clayton County Recycling will buy, scrap iron and metals, car bodies, industrial scrap, heavy equipment, farm machinery, aluminum, and copper. On-site pickup and dumpster service available too. Clayton County Recycling of Belmond and Kensett, serving communities in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Clayton County Recycling online at ccrrecycling.com.
Financial planning can help keep your personal goals on track. But for some of us, a financial plan looks more like this. It includes building a legacy for your loved ones, college savings for your little ones. Maybe you're passionate about giving back to your community, or you want to pay it forward to causes you care about. At Thrivent, our business is helping guide your finances, but our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more.
See Josh Fauborg, Brian Kapka, or Michael Jennison in Belmond today. 641-444-3214.
All right, we're back, Bronco fans. Unfortunately, the Broncos coming up short tonight, losing, 66-28 to the Sioux Central Rebels. Rebels improved to 4-3 on the season. The Broncos fall to 3-4. We will have our finale against West Hancock next week, the home finale, I should say. And a couple of highlights tonight, Dylan, for the Broncos. Jaime Stephenson, 11 carries for 83 yards, stepping in his first start. Also had a touchdown as well. Kyson Lamb with some nifty grabs, 3 catches for 55 yards and 2 touchdowns. Anything else to add, Dylan?
Again, just a bad night for the defense, unfortunately. 2 weeks in a row now we've really struggled to stop this wing T. Again, 2 weeks in a row without a defensive stop the entire game. But, again, another chance next week against West Hancock, looking at the same type of offense. And our offense really shown really great progress and outside of 2 bad turnovers and, again, trying to play from behind the whole game. Offense was really kind of able to do whatever they wanted. Offensive line got going.
Yeah, Broncos still unfortunately struggling to stop the run. Like you said, Dylan, they'll face the same offense for the 3rd week in a row coming up next week against the West Hancock Eagles. We hope you join us for that game, either on here or in the stands, supporting your Broncos and supporting the seniors one last time. And then after that week, we'll find out our playoff matchup. It will be on the road, and hopefully we can knock off the Eagles next week and upset the seeding. Otherwise, we will be in the 4 seed and we will play a 1 seed of another district. So with that, Dylan, any